8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear.
Here we go, guys.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds, BF Bobby Hicks.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
I light a candle, I pour the vino. I am the love fruit, the avocado. I do a sexy dance, then I rub your back. I'm the ripple skinned aphrodisiac. I know Spanish, cause I'm from Mexico. Hey mamacita, donde español? That's the Spanish word for bathroom, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And I look sexy on a cutting board. But don't bruise me, cause I'm the love fruit.
An avocado.
I'm from Mexico.
An avocado.
Green and sexy girl.
An avocado.
I'm an avocado.
He's an avocado.
I'm an aphrodisiac.
An avocado.
I am a greenish black.
An avocado.
A tasty dip, in fact.
An avocado.
I'm an avocado.
He's an avocado.
I'm an avocado.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh. Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
right.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
If you are at a point where you fucking hate being around people, and the thought of being in the company of human beings makes you sick and want to throw up, that is your body and soul's way of telling you it is time to detox yourself from energy-draining motherfuckers. Sometimes being alone and fasting from people is the answer to your mental health problems. So tell everybody to fuck off and take some time for yourself. That is all.
Give your life to Jesus and stop dreaming about penis. You got to pray the gay away, yeah, pray the gay away. Give your.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Aggie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby Grant. Super creepy.
creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
And you're here, folks. Welcome, chat family. Happy Tuesday. Oh, you know what it is. This is Chat Family, and this is a family affair. Welcome to Tuesday. And welcome to the Vibe Stream Show 321. Making our way to 350. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about this guy right here. Sly and the Family Stone. We're going to do a celebrity death report, unfortunately, about Sly and the Family Stone. He's probably one that I regrettably forgot on my kind of living kind of eulogies that we should have done, because I love me some Sly and the Family Stone. Great message in his music, funky soul music. We'll do that when we do the celebrity death report at the beginning of the not so serious news. But I got Chat Family here. This is a family affair. This is BF Live The Vibe. It's a family affair. Let's get it, Chat Family. It's a Chat Family affair. Welcome to the Vibe. Let's go. I hope you're ready for a Tuesday. It is that bastard child of Monday. We don't know what to do with it, but we're going to hang out for 3 hours and do the damn thing with a Tuesday right here on the Vibe. I got one of my bros backstage now, and I know some of you probably know that already because he's already co-streaming this show to his channel, Andrew the Giant 96. So I'm going to bring him in. He's my bro. He's yours. He's known as the Human Sports Ticker. He's here. He is Andrew the Giant. Come on, Andrew. Happy Tuesday to my friend Andrew the Giant. How you doing?
How is everyone?
How is everyone today? I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a 1 and say, let's see what Andrew's up to. You're doing a great job blocking out the sun from the back, Andrew. It's like a pro. You're doing a great job with that, man. How's it going down in Florida today, my friend?
Good. We had a hell of a rainstorm.
Rain in Florida? You almost unheard of, Andrew, other than a passing shower. Oh, I can hear it. But it still looks... I mean, you got a light in your room, but it still looks kind of bright there. It looks Florida bright there. How are you doing? You doing good? Your spirit's good?
Oi. Yes.
All right. Well, that's what we like to hear, buddy. Well, I want to thank everyone that's joining us, watching from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. We're going to hang out for 3 hours of fun and positive vibes with the Chat Family right here. That's what we're going to do the damn thing today. We're going to see eventually maybe our boys Bobby, Nick, and Scott will come along. You know, I see people in the chat saying how like they're kind of having a hard time burning the midnight oil. Maybe they need some earlier late shows. I love my boys do the shows, but come on, you got to save some time for BF Live The Vibe. On the day side, you got to make sure you get all the rest you need and come hang out with me and Andrew, and let's see what we can get down to in the next 3 hours, buddy. We got some chats building up. I told you about the couple sports stories we'll discuss when we do the BF Live The Vibe not so serious news.
Deion Sanders just came out with a health issue.
Oh, you said came out. Okay, well, you got breaking news here about Deion Sanders, the father of now Shedeur Sanders. Go ahead, Andrew. What do you know about Deion Sanders that I do not?
It just came out that he has an undisclosed health issue. We don't know what it is, but it was a big headline on ESPN.
Yeah. I didn't know that, Andrew, but that's why we call Andrew the Human Sports Ticker. So we'll have to see as the days go by what is the undisclosed condition that Deion Sanders has. Andrew, have you heard, I know that they've had some OTAs, organized team activities, well, all the NFL teams, and his son Shedeur Sanders participated in them. And people were walking away with some opinions, and I heard Deion already had like opinion about that. Did you hear any of that from the mini camps or the organized team activities, the OTAs?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I passed by a headline that said, apparently, because they were talking about Kenny Pickett and saying right away he was better than Kenny Pickett. I think there was some controversy going on, of course. So maybe this is the thing that the reason that the teams passed on Shedeur Sanders 4 times until the Browns took him in the 5th round. We'll talk about a little bit of sports. And Andrew, I don't want you to get into it now, but you are the Human Sports Ticker. And we're also going to talk about, I have an article about the whole R-Truth situation now, because people are still really wondering, was it Nick Khan? Was it Triple H? Was it the company in general? Was it a work, or was this part of a overall kind of plan to bring R-Truth back, or kind of basically was it a work on the fans? We'll talk about that when we do the not so serious news and the sports. All right, buddy.
Did you cut his hair last night?
No, I didn't see. I saw some stuff was going down on Raw, and I understand through the alerts I got on my phone, Andrew, that the WWE has a brand new heavyweight champion, right?
Gunter.
Gunther won. They finally elevated Gunther. They put him over, and so Gunther is finally like the. What do you think about that? Do you think he is a deserving world champion representative for the WWE, Andrew?
They flipped the belt back to him.
Yeah, and we've discussed this before, Andrew, and this is an old wrestling trick that I try to let some people know about, is that when they have these pay-per-views or these premium live events, they're calling them now. They got away from calling them pay-per-views, Andrew. What they like to do, especially when they got like a new partner on television, whether it be Netflix or it used to be, a TBS back in the day or USA channel. What they do is at the pay-per-view, they would purposely like flip a belt and then force you to watch the following show on TV the upcoming week, and then they throw them a nice little bone like Netflix. So Netflix basically gets to brag and say that they had a world title change match on their network, right, Andrew?
Yep.
That's essentially what they do. So, yeah. So I used to lose my mind, Andrew, when I would watch a special pay-per-view or live event and my favorite person would lose a belt, until I kind of picked up on the pattern that they kind of do this, and then they just kind of flip it right back to them during the week.
Guess what they just booked for Saudi?
What did they book?
Punk and Cena for the championship.
Wow, Punk and Cena, and so that those have always been like dream matches, Andrew. I remember watching when they would go over before it was like the big event that it is now, Andrew, and there was literally the ring was surrounded by like sheiks in all their white robes, and that's what they would do. They would say, "You come over here, I will pay you good money," and they would basically name their matches. So it sounds like that's what they're still up to. They have these dream matches, and they will pay WWE to put these dream matches on, won't they, buddy?
Yep.
That is what I've learned. But yeah, it's really evolved. And we're not going to get into the whole when they have the women over there wrestling. Well, let's start the day, buddy. Let's start the show. This is Tuesday. So let's make the most out of it.
They have to cover their whole body.
Yes, they do. The women for a while, they didn't even invite the women to wrestle, but then they had them in the full body suits, literally like kind of up to their throat because of their modesty and their standards over there, buddy. But I digest. And I digress. So let's do this, buddy. I'm going to put my glasses on. Welcome, everybody, from Andrew the Giant 96. I hope you hang around for 3 hours with us because we're about to do the opening chat family check-in, folks. So let me know what you're doing on a Tuesday. Are you at home? Are you at school? Are you at work? Are you just getting out of all of that? Are you avoiding all of that? Are you having lunch? You having a ham sandwich? Do you only have a quick minute to say hello before you go back to work? I hope you do, because the glasses are going on. And I'm going to take my mouse and go over to the media assets. And you're going to tell me what you are up to on this great Tuesday with the chat family. It is June 10th as I run the element. And you guys let me know what you're up to with the opening chat family check-in, folks. Come on, let's get the vibes going and let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what we do here on The Vibe. We're a little different. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me and Andrew and the boys, and 3 hours of positive vibes are created. I have some fun clips, sound clips, and video clips, and some great fun that we can get into for the next 3 hours. Let's get it started. Let's post time. Andrew, let me get my horse thing going, and you get ready to whip that horse, buddy. You get the horse in the stall, and I'm going to make the call. Andrew's going to whip the horse, so put them chats in. My generous, supportive friend checks in Pecan, always first, so enthusiastic, and it means so much to me on days where I'm like, do people really want some BF today? Pecan encourages me by saying, "Goonie goo goo, you begonias." He throws out the pecan emojis. He says, "Unga bunga, what do you gano, 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 let's go, Pecan." What do you gonna know, everybody? Pecan with your pattern, always checking in so generously with your $2 super chat towards my modest goal. Thank you. He says, "Oh shit, we're doing it and having it. Tickal." Or I've been saying recently, Tickal.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. Thank you to Pecan. That's why we're doing it. Let's continue on. Pecan has fun supporting me as a member, and he's utilizing pretty much every emoji. You can only do that if you're here as a member on the Vibe for as little as $5 a month. Could you support a brother, please, in my dream for $5 a month? For $5 a month. You too. Thank you, Pecan, for enjoying those emojis. Yes, Andrew.
You want to know something funny?
Yes, I certainly do, and I think all the people would. Give it to us. Come on.
Craig Counsell got ejected for back-to-back games.
Craig Counsell. Well, here comes Andrew with his sports non-sequiturs in the middle of the opening family check-in. So if you're going to do these, Andrew, you got to set them up. So Craig Counsell is?
The former Brewers manager.
All right, and what's he doing now to get kicked out of games? What's his position now?
Cubs manager.
Cubs manager, and he's getting kicked out of games. That's normally a sign that a team's not doing well, Andrew. How are the Cubs doing?
He is. He's first in the division with 40 wins. So what is he fucking bitching about?
So he's staying on top of them. That sounds reminds me of our old manager many years ago, Earl Weaver. It didn't matter how good the games were going. Even when we were doing well, he would stay in them umpires' ass. Well, there you go. There's Andrew with your sports non-sequitur during the opening chat family check-in. Mandy Div. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I call her Mandy Double Diff, but I call her a friend every day. She says Pecan, and she utilizes the Pecan emojis because she supports me for at least for $5 a month as a member here. Thank you, Mandy. I appreciate that. Mandy Diff says BF Live Hoya. Hoya to you, my friend. Let's go. Hoya. Can you get a Hoya?
Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Mandy Diff shouts out our friends Andrew, Nick, and Scott. Well, I wish Bobby, Nick, and Scott were here, but I can see in the chat that you guys are having fun all late at night, burning up that midnight oil, not saving no time for BF Live on the day side. I'm going to be watching you guys, all of you, more closely. Let's go. Mandy Diff's having fun with all of the emojis right there. Thank you, Mandy. Your monthly support makes the biggest difference in me continuing doing this show. Armchair emoji. Where else can you use a WWE Wendy emoji? Right here. Mandy Diff is not even done. She had to go to another one, and she goes slurpy, 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 because she knows that means that this show is different and refreshing. We're kind of your little kind of a pause from the dabble verse, if you will. 9 slurpy, but your number 1 just a guest checks in on a Tuesday on the Vibe. I don't know if this is a question or a statement, but my friend Tiffany Washington checks in and says, hi again, BF. Does that mean you're high again? Are you asking me if I'm high again? Or do you want to get high again? We can do all of the above. Because you know, I come prepared. I come correct. I come original. Mandy Diff checks in and says, just a guess. Hi, chat family. HIGH from Tiffany Washington. Tiffany gets the love from Mandy Diff. I said, let's go with the opening chat family check-in. I enjoy doing this, guys. Let's see. Gang, gang, says Mandy Diff. Hoya, you Hoya, says Space Nerd. And on 3, me and Andrew go 1, 2, 3. Nerd. The nerd call goes out to the Space Nerd. And from Mandy Diff, the nerd call goes out. Hi, Mandy, HIGH from Tiffany Washington. And hi, nerd. Working on it, says Mandy Diff. Puff, 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 goes Mandy. I have been toasty all night. Yeah, you guys are burning it at both ends. Hey, just a guess from Tiffany Washington. Stay up all night and bake, Mandy Diff. Her strategy is don't hang over, just hang on to the buzz you have and keep it going, keep it alive. Tiffany Washington is laughing already in the chat. Avocados were part of the opening chat family check-in with Bobby Nick. Is this Terry made? Yeah, I believe that is a Terry Nee production, if I'm not mistaken. Terry Nee, bro, you're probably lurking in the chat, or maybe you're out on the golf course, because the weather is kind of getting a little better here on the East Coast of the United States. Finally, was that what? Oh, there's Terry right now. Thank you, Terry Nee. Once again, he done hit me up with some content we'll use for Bricked Up today. And he's also hit me with more of these great Andrew hits right here. Let me see if I can find one for you real quick. What is the latest I have from Terry Nee? Of course, I have a Terry Nee folder in here. How about this one? Well, this was popular yesterday. This was done by request on the fly. And Andrew, I got to take these out of backstage because these look exactly like you're sitting there right now. And so I don't know whether I'm kicking you out of the studio or I'm kicking the clip out of the studio. But thank you, Terry Nee, and thanks everybody for contributing to this fun. Even Andrew. I had to call that Appa Dappa Da because I'm running out of names for this stuff. Thank you, Terry Nee. Your enthusiasm and generosity is contagious. Thank you. Hoya all. Oh, Hoya. All these late night Bobby shows are knocking me out. Did Mama say to do that, though? We need an early late show. Yeah, come on, Tits McGee. Y'all better set your clock and make some time. You better have your asses up for the next day when BF Live The Vibe is on. I will not tolerate this. Let's see. Mandy Diff checks in and says, Tits McGee, hello. BF, before you go on cam, Tiff, I have a tradition, or I have a ritual, and part of it is going to the bathroom. But part of it is also stepping outside and kind of speaking to those that aren't here anymore. And I even do a little tiny hit because I don't want to get too blasted. I got lots of bells and whistles here, but I loves getting blasted once I'm here with you for 3 hours. For 3 hours. Let's go. Bandy Diff says, McGee, he has the afternoon chill. That's right. Do I got the squint face already? Hey, Tits from hi Tits from Tiffany, Washington. That's a mouthful. Afternoon all from FJM, the calcified kid. Hey, Jim, I saw Bob struggle with your, what is Jim, the cacophony? What is that? What the fuck? I don't even know what that means. And I was going to tell him that it all has to do with your arteries, buddy, and I hope they're clear and you're feeling good today. Agree, pray the gay away, says Mandy Diff. That was a little fun part of the end of the opening lift-off reel. FJM gets love from our friend Mandy Diff. Hoya Tiff and Hoya Mandy from Space Nerd. Tits McGee, I choose to love, says Mandy. He's got me hooked there, too. I need a vacation. And you guys got to pay, Bobby Nick's on all the time. You guys got to get to bed and be up for next day, not like for school, but for BF Live. FJM, the calcified kid, hello from the Space Nerd. Hi, FJM, I said HJM. The night bots are running all of our friends' bots, like 100 Proof Podcasting link, where you can see us on Thursdays and Saturdays, where we do replayables, we watch videos, drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. That's the Rumble version. We had a lot of fun. Last Saturday, My Lost Interest joined us among all of you guys, and really enjoyed mixing the music into the show. So if you want to hear some fun music mixed in, when everybody says, gives me a musical clue or something, man, I find that song right away and I make it part of the show. So you got to join us for that fun. Hi, Nerd from Tiffany, Washington. Yepers, we are turning into Bobby Nick zombies. I'll have to talk to him about this. What's up? The Paw Patrol checks in, says FJM. Struggling with all those kids there. I'm ready for the 420 show. Mandy, you're ready for a 420 show every day. You can't beat it, says Space Nerd. Good morning, BF Live The Vibe. Thank you. Good morning to you, Space Nerd. Hi, Andrew from Tiffany, Washington.
Hi, Tiff.
My dude, Matt checks in. He says, bones up. To myself and the Midday Freaks who we are assembled here on BF Live The Vibe channel, being co-streamed on Andrew the Giant 96 and on Andrew's Facebook, as well as my Facebook and my Rumble. There are 5 places you can watch us today. Matt gets a love from Mandy Diff. Matt says, fuck yeah, Andrew. He's the hashtag pimp of the nation. You want to give a shout out to Matt?
Hi, Matt. How are you?
There you go. Mandy Diff, we got the hooks up from our friend Matt checking in. Electric Gino. Electric Gino. Electric Gino he makes a good point, Andrew. I'm pretty sure we all have undisclosed health conditions. Yeah. Well, if you don't know about them, if you didn't tell them, yeah, that's a fair point there, Gino. I like the point that Bob was making to the friend Kenny on Conti and Kenny show, is that he would always tell them that he plays amateur ball, and he says, well, basically anybody that we all play amateur ball. If you're not getting paid, we're basically all like amateurs. What we got Trelex. We got Trelex checking in. Trekalex. What's up, Trekalex? Checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel, Track Alex. Good morning, Andrew. Let's have a great day, buddy. You want to say hello to your friend?
Good morning.
Track Alex. Track Alex. Gino.
Have a great day, man.
That's very nice of you. Thank you for checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Gino getting the love from Mandy Diff. Hi, Electric Head Gino from Tiffany, Washington. Howdy, right back to Mandy Diff and to Tiffany, Washington. Hoya, Matt from Space Nerd. Hoya Space Nerd, right on back from Matt. Pecan. Uncle Jack won. It was rigged. Pecan. Uh-oh. You better put McMahon on the end. It sounds like they're not liking some of the results of the Pecan 420 right here on YouTube wrestling matches. I saw that Uncle Jack was part of one and he won. Oh boy, I don't know if the rig's in, guys, but we're going to got to check with Pecan on that one. Let's see. Bart is sleeping, says our friend Tiffany Washington. Check in. Well, that's good. I'm sure he'll give us the health check-in. As you know, I've told Bart that he has to tell us not only his health condition, but where he's physically located. Because sometimes he'll sneak into the hospital or home, and we don't even know it. So he must always tell us that. Also at home, thank you. She's doing it right. It's a family affair, all right, says FJN. He knows what's up. This is that early good soul music that you grew up on. Like I said, I'm the youngest of 5, so I had it all around me. And this is BF Live. This is a family affair. Just great band, a different time. Let's see. Is he Tiff? Is he? What have you done? Tiffany Washington says, Terry, I have been smoking weed all night. I'm so high, I don't know where I am right now. I was second, says Mandy Diff. I also gave him my pen for pain. Hoya, says Space Nerd, checking in. Drummer Mom 29 checking in on the daily, on the vibe. Space Nerd, hey lady from Drummer Mom 29. Happy Tuesday, Drummer Mom. Hello, Drummer Mom, right back at you from the nerd. Hoyaber, says our friend Mandy Diff. She's either high or just hit an extra key. I always lurk around, says Tiffany Washington. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon to you, the lovely Drummer Mom, our newest friend. Space Nerd's got the smiles. I'm not on or chatting in the chat. What? You're not on or chatting in the chat, BF? You talking about the shows at night or something, maybe? I don't know. We got the Monk636 checking in from the Andrew the Giant channel saying, hi, everyone. Welcome to Positive Vibes. Welcome to The Vibe.
How are you?
There you go. And Andrew, I mentioned something to you last week about how you inspire other people, and other people have made videos kind of shouting you out. I have 2 of those videos. I'll play them at the end of the opening chat family check-in. Hello, Monk636.
Okay.
Andrew gets it 100%, says Matt. That's cool, says Monk636. The Monk636 says, Andrew, the YouTube king. He sounds like he knows you. Andrew, you want to give give the most recent subscriber count, what you're coming up on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel, buddy.
39,808.
808, come on, people. We got that 808 like that drum, yo, like that drum machine. We got to get Andrew up to 40,000 square, y'all. He's only about, let's see, 192 away. It's by my math. Let's see. The Nightbot is running all of our friends and all of our shows bots. Scott wasn't up as late. He'll be here. My bros always show up for me, man. I never quite know when, but I know they always come through for me, Mandy Diff. They'll be here long later. That's what 3 hours of fun is about. You never know who's going to show up or what's going to happen. Yes, Andrew.
Can I say something?
Yeah, that's the idea of the show, buddy. You go ahead.
Another thing I'm excited about, Roman Anthony, the Red Sox top prospect, just got called up.
Yeah. We're excited about some prospects. Well, we're heading for the All-Star break, Andrew, right? How far are we from the All-Star break? Do you know, like a rough guesstimate?
I'd say about a month.
About a month. We're in that month window of the All-Star break. And the reason that's significant is because the major league teams get to expand their rosters and bring some prospects up. But it's also a time whether they decide they're going to cut bait and trade guys, right, Andrew?
Yep.
Yeah, is there anybody that you're worried about? I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen with my Orioles now that I think our GM is questionable at best, and I don't know what's going to happen at this All-Star break, Andrew. I don't think we're going to be buyers necessarily because we don't really have. I don't think our record's going to dictate a playoff run, buddy.
I think they should trade all the old guys out of the rotation.
Boy, wouldn't that be amazing? Andrew, I'll let you know how bad it is. Like literally last night, my wife is going to the game tonight. We're having an Orioles game tonight, and they literally couldn't even, as of 24 hours before the game, the pitcher, it said to be determined. The night before the game, Andrew, they could 24 hours and they can't even tell you who's going to be pitching the next day. TBD. So we're mixing in sports like we always do, but we're doing the opening chat family check-in, which we're almost done with. Mandy Diff is having fun laughing and burning it. Boneloads checks in, our fellow sports head.
Bones.
And Bones, I don't know if this is just your lunchtime, buddy, but if you're ever available this time of the day, you are absolutely welcome to come on here if you got the time to set up, and let's do a little Sports Heads reunion segment here. Anytime you're available, Bones, you're always welcome here on The Vibe if you're not too busy working, buddy. I'll smoke one to that, says Boneloads. I see you smoke one to a lot of stuff. Boneloads is my first one of the original. We knew each other as Chat Family Bros, being fans and friends of Andrew. And Boneloads turned me on to Perry Carabello many years ago. Always see Boneloads mixing it up and getting under Perry's skin in the chat. I see that. You would love that, bro. Well, you're in the Twitter. I'll throw the link in our Twitter, in our Sports Heads Twitter sometime, buddy. Hey, Boneloads from Tiffany, Washington, checking in. Boneloads appropriately gets bones up from our friend Matt. Tiff gets love from Boneloads. Matt gets bones up from Boneloads. I put Andrew backstage so I can hear while I'm doing this. Boneloads gets the hooks and the love from Mandy Diff. I'll bring him back in a second as soon as he's done talking. Hola, everyone. That means hello from Gimme Bezos. I will give you Bezos. There you go. Boneloads as R.I.P. Sly Stone from Sly and the Family Stone. And, that's one of those bands, especially if you grew up of a particular generation, they were kind of always on the radio, and you probably know 3 or 4 of their songs, but you don't maybe realize that they are all by Sly and the Family Stone. Maybe I'll give you a little snippets of each one when I do the Celebrity Death Report. I'll tell you a little bit more about Sly Stone. Hey, Gimme from Tiffany, Washington. There's the Pecan YouTube channel. If you want to see if the fix was in on the Uncle Jack winning last night or not, I'm bringing Andrew back in. He's back. If you want to see if the fix is in or see any of these great matches that Pecan assembles with all the characters in our universe, you click on that link right there, YouTube. Pecan 420, right here on the YouTubes. Tiffany, Washington, we're almost done with the opening chat family check-in. Yes, my late night lurking around is not panels. You're still awake, though. I'm not sure if I accept that as an excuse yet, but I'll take it under advisement. Let's see here. There is Andrew's links right there. If you feel generous and you would like to give to Andrew's Cash App, his PayPal, or his link tree for all of his links, you can click it right there as we near the end of the opening chat family check-in. Alexa, go ahead and play the Air Raid Sirens. Mandy Diff's a little early. She's trying to keep you up already. We're getting a little early for that.
Based on Air Raid Siren by Air Raid Siren.
Oh, I just did it. She heard me. Andrew.
Yeah.
Let me read it again. Let me see. I'll read it the way like. Alexa, play Air Raid Sirens.
Here's a station based on Air Raid Siren by Air Raid Siren.
Alexa.
I hijacked your Alexa, bitch. All right. Let's see. Maybe, we got suggestions from, let's see. Maybe BF needs to have a 5-minute sports talk with Andrew, and that's it. Space Nerd, I will tell you, this has been an agonizing thing with me and Andrew. It is the very reason we started Sports Heads, is because, and mostly Andrew, I blame Andrew mostly, because as you see during the opening chat family check-in, this boy you could be going to the bathroom and Andrew be standing at your door telling you a story about something that happened in sports, breaking news. So this is just something you take in stride when you work with Andrew, because he is the human sports ticker. He can't help it. It seeps out of him. He can't help it. Let's see. We're almost done. LOL to the nerd. I want to take you higher. Terry Nee knows he grew up of a certain generation, and he knows that was just some great music, Terry Nee. I'll mix that in when I throw our little snippets in when we do our Celebrity Death Report and acknowledge Sly Stone. I would love that, BF. Thanks, bro. Anytime. You're going to come on. Perfect. Mandy's doing it. Space Nerd is laughing. Eva Hefanya is back again, saying, Andrew, I love you, man. Checking in from your channel. Andrew the Giant 96.
Hi.
Hey, Eva. Well, good to see you again. Oh, On No Filter, they did everything Alexa, and it still did not wake him up. Yes, Mandy Div. That's the reason the one day, like, we tried everything, that one show we were on where Andrew was, like, out of it. We couldn't get, like, somebody to come in a room or anything. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we literally tried Metallica. We tried air raid horns. We did everything. And then one night, I was on air with him, and I did this. And that woke him up. He was like, he did those like big eyes like Terry Need likes. And I got a hot pocket for Andrew. So you never know what's going to trigger Andrew. Quite literally. I refuse to have one more thing that listens to me or tracks me. Yeah, nerd. I'm like that too. Like, I'm very hesitant. I've only recently started like doing audible Google searches, but I mean, they have my name in the algorithm or my sound, my tone, my voice in the algorithm, but I don't like it, Andrew. I'm not big on having Alexa. I can see where it's very helpful for you when you're limited in your mobility, buddy. So it's a good thing for you. Let's see. 2K is the one who got him awake that night. Said Stephanie Washington on that show. Andrew G, the gangsta pimp, Mr. Know-It-All checks in. From the Giant 96. Hello to Mr. Know-It-All.
Hi, Mr. Know-It-All. How are you, buddy?
Andrew's the Florida man checking in. My Alexa shut down BF Live and put up an air raid siren on a TV. Oh, that's great. I shut off my own show. I got to stop doing that. Tiffany Washington is laughing, and that is the end of the opening chat family check-in for BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 321. It's Tuesday. Now on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what we do here. We talk amongst ourselves. We sing and dance and have a good time, right, Andrew? Hot Pockets seem to work the best when waking up Andrew, yep. Not even a hot pocket, Andrew. I love you. You complete me. All right. Speaking of people that love Andrew Burrow, I told you about this a couple weeks ago. I was literally out here doing my pre-show stuff. I'm on the internet literally every day because I got to scrape and come up with 3 hours of live original content every day. When I'm doing that, Andrew, I saw you being mentioned, buddy. I saw how you were inspiring people, and I told you last week, and you were like, really? So, Andrew, I'm going to show you now because I found it again last night. Let me make sure I got the sound on. This is legit. These are things that Andrew the Giant 96 is tagged in on YouTube. And this young man was inspired by Andrew, and he made this clip right here, Andrew. Check this out.
I have a shout out to Andrew the Giant. If you like sports questions or just life questions in general, Andrew the Giant's your guy to subscribe to.
Booyah! Have you seen that one, Andrew? That's the one I was talking about last week.
No.
You hadn't seen that? Well, let's roll it one more time. Watch this.
I have a shout out to Andrew the Giant. If you like sports questions or just life questions in general, Andrew the Giant's your guy to subscribe to.
Boom! Out there inspiring fools out there, Andrew the Giant is, buddy. And as you guys, go ahead. What do you got to say about that?
I don't care if it's kids, old folks, or whatever. That's awesome.
That is awesome. You're fucking right. That's awesome, Andrew. You didn't even know about it. Look at that. People are loving that. Boneloads is crying. He's loving it. Exactly, Mandy. This makes me so happy. Well, Boneloads, you know our bro, Andrew. You've literally done years of shows with Andrew, bro. So you're obviously a chat family bro and just a bro. I'll say bro 10 more times. But then, so what I'm getting at is that, well, let me pause this one. Next one, I want to show you. Because this next one, Boneloads, I got one more clip about Andrew, and then we're going to get on to some other fun with the show here. But Andrew has no idea, I guess, the impression he makes on some people. Look at this. 1 minute. It says, Sean Riggle says, Andrew is poisoning the minds of impressionable youth. Look who shows up just in time to take a shot at you, but Sean Riggle. Andrew, comment under his post so he will shit himself. There you go. You could make him shit himself. Well, he doesn't have breast out there, Mandy Diff. So if you don't have breast, Andrew isn't. He didn't even know it existed.
Like, in my YouTube studio, I can't see click on the shorts that people tag me in.
You can't. You just go. What you do is what I did, Andrew, is that you just put your @ in the search window when you go to YouTube. Just put in the @ Andrew the Giant 96, because when I do Andrew the Giant, I get Andre the Giant all the time. But when I put your @ in the search, that's when I get anything that you're in, like the one you're tagged in right there. But Andrew, as you guys know, and you can tell, Andrew, he sleeps and podcasts at the same time, either on my show, he does late night streams, early morning, 24/7. Well, I caught you doing something, Andrew. So I got another one here. Andrew put out a challenge to people, and this is somebody else that Andrew inspired, and they took him up on his challenge, Andrew. Here you go, right here.
Challenge for you guys. Remix one of my shorts, please.
Remix one of his shorts is what he's asking, because
introduce your
that's kind of a popular thing going on right now, where they, hey, please take my short and kind of run with it, do something with it. And look at this guy, Andrew.
Andrew, what up? It's me, your biggest fan. I love wrestling.
for you guys.
Accepted. A little bit about
Remix
great
one of my shorts,
gold,
please.
I love silver. I stack it. I sell
And
it.
introduce yourself
It's something
to
that
me.
I do. I appreciate you.
I have a challenge for you guys.
Oh, one more time, Andrew. How long ago did you do this, buddy?
Remix one of my shorts, please.
Yeah. You're in your Old Spice.
And introduce yourself
Andrew,
to
what
me.
up? It's me, your biggest fan. I love wrestling.
I have a challenge for you
Challenge
guys.
accepted. A little bit about
Remix
great
one of my shorts,
gold, I
please.
love silver. I stack it. I sell
And
it. I
introduce
buy it.
yourself
It's something
to
that
me.
I do. I appreciate you.
All right, there you go, Andrew. Yeah, that was in your old place. Now, you made that challenge, but did you see that guy's response? Have you seen that video already?
I gotta respond to some of those, man.
Yeah, no shit, Andrew. Andrew he does half-ass. He puts out challenges and shit, and like they're saying, you got to comment on that when these young kids are doing stuff. But I'm letting you know that you're even bigger than you think you are, Andrew. Sean Riggle says, "Hey yo," no, Sean Riggle, you know what's up. It's not "Hey yo," it's "Hoya." You got your Hoya right there. Let me catch up with mine. Oh, I skipped on me, of course. Here we go. Let's keep spreading the Andrew word. Phone just laughing. Granny, your Florida bro, checks in and he says, is it true that 10-cent beer night was the best baseball event ever, Andrew?
Nah.
I don't know if he has an opinion about necessarily beer night. He has those opinions about those players and their asses and what's up. Granny, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Granny, HIGH from Tiffany, Washington. Namaste, Granny from Mandy Diff, excuse me. That kicks ass, Andrew, says Mandy Diff about those. Hoya, you Hoya, says the Reverend Wild Bill. I see him everywhere. I see him in the Levy-verse. I see him all over the place. How you doing? RWB. Tiffany Watson is laughing in. Hi, Wild Bill from our friend. Let's see. Hoya from Space Nerd. Ha. Sean Riggle, Slurpee emojis from Mandy Diff. Gano, the Reverend Wild Bill. Tiffany Washington, HIGH from RWB. Ha from Matt. Granny, when is your next stream with 2K? Space Nerd said Gano from the Reverend Wild Bill. Granny checks in and says, there was 9 streakers, a huge brawl, and the fans stole bases from the field. Granny, I went to a night, I didn't go to a beer night, buddy, but when I was a little bit younger, we went to, we had Eddie Murray in our team, and they had Eddie Murray Black Bat Night, bro. Something they would never do again. And they literally put a bat in all the kids' hands that were like 15 or under or something, bro. Can you imagine what the kind of hell fight that would be on the way out of the stadium nowadays? They literally gave us bats, like Louisville Slugger bats to walk out of there with. That ain't happening no more. I would have enjoyed the shit out of 10-cent beer night, says Mandy Diff. There's Andrew's links again. All right, let's continue on, Andrew. So I just wanted to show you those kind of clips, buddy. So yeah, you got to get back to that young kid. Go into your @ on the YouTube and get back to that young, or I'll send it to you if I can at some point, Andrew, buddy. But it is that time. I always say to bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme. I'm going to slide over to my news desk, buddy, because we're going to have a few news stories. I'm going to start off with a celebrity death report. But this is 3 hours of positive vibes. You know where to get all your serious news, but I'm about to hit you with the BF Live, the vibe, not so serious news. I'm over here now in the BF Live Divide News Studios to bring you the not so serious news. So yeah, I'm going to tell you about a music artist. I like when celebrities pass, I like to cover it here. So we're going to start off the news with that. You know, death is the great equalizer. It comes for us all. It gets us all eventually. And they got our next celebrity I'm going to tell you about in the Celebrity Death Report.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
That's right. So I learned basically at the end of the show yesterday that late 60s, probably 70s music icon Sly Stone from Sly and the Family Stone. Like I said, he's one of those guys that even if you weren't around in that generation, his music is so universal, you probably heard it and don't even realize it was a Sly and the Family Stone song. But he's dead at the age of 82. It said that he died on Monday, June 9th at 82. The rocker was known for Sly and the Family Stone, hits like Dance to the Music and Everyday People. Yeah, he sung about more about the things we have in common than the things that we do not have in common. And he had a great eclectic band of people from all different races. He lived what he spoke and what he sung about. Sly Stone, the leader of the band Sly and the Family Stone, one of the most influential bands in the development of funk, soul, R&B, and rock psychedelic music. I mean, just listen to that right there. He literally mixed all those styles. And when I play you, I started out with Family Affair, but how about this one? This is let's see, here we go. There's another one. Thank you for letting me be myself. Again, such a simple kind of notion. Just thank you for letting me be myself. His family put out a statement saying it is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved dad, Sly Stone of Sly and the Family Stone. His family said in a statement on Monday, June the 9th, after a prolonged battle with COPD and other underlying health issues, Sly passed away peacefully, surrounded by his 3 children, his closest friend, and his extended family. While we mourn his absence, we take solace in knowing that his extraordinary musical legacy will continue to resonate and inspire for generations to come. So there you go. There's the song that we're playing at. Thank you for letting me be myself again. See what everybody's saying in the chat about Sly. What's up, Jen? You like that, Andrew? I hear Andrew funking out over there. Yeah, Andrew. I heard you. Andrew got the funk in him. Give him that stank face, Andrew. Oh. Give him that stank. That's right. Got that stank on it.
I know this song.
There you go. That's what I'm saying, Andrew. That's the point I want to make out of this, buddy, is that, well, that's how he looked in his older days, buddy. Of course, I'm playing him in his younger days. But that's kind of what I'm getting at, is that his music was so universal and so like into our fiber, and you've heard it in commercials and throughout life. You might not even realize that you know him. But that's what he looked like in older years. He was born Sylvester Stewart in Denton, Texas in 1943. The family soon moved to California, where Sly began singing in the church choir from the age of 4, alongside his siblings. His nickname Sly came about when a classmate misspelled his name, and once he changed his stage surname from Stewart to Stone, his siblings Freddie and Rose, both of whom joined him in Sly and the Family Stone, did the same, and they just changed it all. Let's see what another one we can play, and let's see, I'll play a couple of these, and let me see. This is a great one. This is just about... Have you heard that one too, Andrew?
That one? No.
Okay. All right. I get that. That's all right. He's got a couple songs, but yeah, if you ever want to go fall down a YouTube hole, I would recommend Sly and the Family Stone. Oh, this is a good one. Is this the one that Terry Nee says, huh? I got one more for you, and then we'll get on with the regular news right here on BF Live, the Vibe, not so serious news. But I want to acknowledge this guy because, you know, great music, I think, isn't what it used to be. And he had a great message in his music about unity. So I love that here. You know it. We're all just about having hot fun because it's the summer, folks. Sly Stone.
End of the spring, and here she comes back. Hi, 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 hi there. Them summer days, oh summer days. That's when I have most of my fun back.
We're doing it, folks. We're having hot fun in the summertime. Jen, I'll kick you out of this fucking chat right now. Get to the line. Hot fun in the summertime. So there you go. So there you go. Dead at the age of 82. We start out. Matt gets it 100%. BF gets it 100%. Well, there you go, folks. That's kind of how we're starting off the news. Unfortunately, like I said, death comes for all of us. That was a celebrity death report. Sly from Sly and the Family Stone, dead at the age of 82. Now on with the regular news.
BF Live, Celebrity Death, Marriage, and Divorce Report. They lived, they loved, they died.
All right, now we're going to get into the regular news. Let's see what everybody's saying about that. Hey, waivers checking in. Woohoo! ICP, I'd rather see actual P. Says Sean, ICUP. You don't want me to promote you. You don't talk shit about Sly and the Family Stone. You don't do that shit. I got people promote me. You do not come in here saying ICP is better than Sly and the Family Stone. I will not have that slander against my dead artist that I like. Hey, BF and the chat family, don't forget Sly's violin case filled with the drug goodies. Yeah, that was part of his issues. I think he had personality and drug issues. I believe they say that the band finally ultimately broke up due to that in like the 80s or something. They couldn't take it anymore, and I think that kind of contributed to his declining health. Let's continue on. Damn, celebrity. Let's see who else checked in here, and we're going to get on with the regular news. Seems like everybody enjoyed that, and maybe you learned a little something that you didn't know. Matt's having fun. Let's go. Owl, says our friend Waver. All right, Andrew. I don't know if you've ever worried about this. You know, I've been bringing you those stories about the alligators in the pools down in Florida ever since you've been there, Andrew. But I got another story about a better animal story today, buddy. This one, rabbit versus a squirrel. How about an adorable showdown that we've all been waiting for? Oh, look. Hey, you son of a bitch. I want that acorn. Let's see what happened here, Andrew. I got some video of a squirrel and a rabbit fighting, bro. I've never seen this. A woman's Ring camera in Texas captured the adorable video of a squirrel and a rabbit playfully fighting. The showdown happened after she scattered some corn outside her door. See? Hey, you did that stuff. You caused this. The backstory, she kind of puts out some corn, Andrew, but I'm going to show you. There it is. They're kind of facing off right there. Let me show you the actual video of it. Right after these messages, of course.
With Good Chop, I get steakhouse quality
BF.
cuts delivered to my door.
Hey, you ain't paying me. I ain't advertising shit on my show. Oh, skip ad. Here we go. Oh, there we go. I don't think there's any audio, Andrew, but look, this is what it's going to look like. There's corn outside. Look, and the squirrel, and hey, that's my food. Hey. Get off of that corn, you son of a bitch. That's my corn. What kind of ankle-breaking sidewalk is that in the middle of being built right there or some shit? What is that? Got bricks missing and shit? I guess they're in the middle of working on it. But yeah, they fighting. Let's see. What's up? So, drugs, live to be 82. Well, hey, Terry, you know yourself, buddy. You've lived long enough that there's great people that have never touched a drug or any kind of bad thing in their life, and they die quite young prematurely. And then you have people that are built like cockroaches that no matter what chemicals or poisons you put into them, they live forever like a cockroach, Terry. I wish there was some kind of way of knowing the rhyme or reason. Squirrel wins! Oh, there you go. So that's our first kind of story in the not so serious news. See, I told you. And then we'll work our way up here on the next story on the Vibe. Andrew, have you eaten anything today for lunch, buddy? You about to eat?
I had it before the show.
You had it before the show? And what did you have? Tell your friends what you had so far to eat today, buddy.
I just had I don't really eat lunch. It's kind of a snack thing to hold me over.
I agree. I'm the same way, Andrew. Most days, my breakfast is coffee. Literally the first thing in my stomach every day, Andrew, is pretty much coffee. And then I got to decide if I'm going to have today. I have them many days. I have the little silver dollar pancakes put on top of there just to have, Andrew. So that's kind of what I had this morning. But let's see. When we got another yes, Waver said Wabbit one. Yes, go ahead, buddy.
I had some eggs and toast and fruit.
Eggs, toast, and fruit. That's awesome, Andrew. How about bananas? Have you ever orally pleased a banana?
Absolutely one of my favorite fruits.
Bananas are?
Yep.
Now, when they serve them to you, Andrew, go ahead.
Joking around.
Okay. Well, then this...
easy to eat.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, Andrew. Well, this is the reason I'm bringing this story for you, for banana eaters like yourself and all the other ones out here, buddy. Now, I'm not a banana eater, as I've told all my boys that I don't like fruits and vegetables for whatever reason. That's kind of how I've always been, buddy. But I have some controversy here in that they're saying, so I get this, etiquette expert shows the correct way to eat a banana, Andrew, and people are appalled by it. You've offended the entire world's population. You're not going to believe what they're saying the proper way is to eat a banana. There's banana etiquette, folks.
Really?
I've got enough bananas in my home. And another banana that I don't need? I don't need them! I don't fucking need bananas! I got enough bananas! I don't want any more!
He likes bananas and he likes 7-Up.
I enjoy bananas.
He enjoys bananas, but I wonder if he enjoys them like this, Andrew. There is etiquette. You're not going to believe this. An etiquette expert is rocking people's worlds by claiming there is a right and a wrong way to eat a banana. While most people don't even think twice about eating the fruit, according to William Hanson, known as Britain's leading etiquette coach, people need to whip out cutlery to eat a banana properly, Andrew. He is literally saying that a proper etiquette is to slice it, put it on a plate, and slice it properly with a knife and a fork, like you're eating steak or something, buddy. What do you think about that?
No.
It's one of the rare fruits that comes kind of, and it's perfectly kind of owned. You could peel that skin, and it comes in its own kind of case where you don't even have to get it dirty with your hand as you're handling it, Andrew. So I found this to be odd, even though I don't eat bananas. I know this is odd. In a recent Instagram video captioned, "This is really the only way you should be eating a banana," he is seen sitting at a table, fork and knife in tow, with a perfectly ripe banana in front of him on a plate, Andrew. This is what he's suggesting, buddy, and I'll run the video once I'm done reading the article for you. It says, "No, we don't pick it up. We peel it like a primate," Hanson said, kicking off his tutorial. "Instead, we use a knife and fork. First going from one end, cut it off, and then cut off the other end. Turning your knife to the other side, then score down the skin, peel the back, and eat it like so," the expert instructed, Andrew. So I'm going to show you what he says. The video is one of those things people couldn't scroll past without giving their 2 cents, because it has over 200,000 views and over 40,000 comments. What kind of lazy, no-good servants do you have working for you in that big mansion that they didn't even pre-peel your banana before serving it? Preposterous, quipped one angry commenter. One person said, "Bruh, you offended the entire world's population," said someone else, Andrew. So yes, he's cutting it up. Look at this, with a knife and fork, buddy. You gonna eat it? You gonna start eating your Andrews like your bananas like this, buddy?
Nope.
Let me see. I'll play you the video. Let's play a little bit of this.
Here's how to eat a banana. Now, we don't pick it up and peel it like a primate. Instead, we use a knife and fork. First, going from one end, cut it off. Then,
I agree. We need banana.
Cut off the other end, turning your knife on its side. Then score down the skin, peel back, and eat like so.
What do you think, Andrew? Get that much, huh?
Okay.
Let's see, how about... Let me see.
Not every country's custom is the same, my dude.
My dude, that's a good point there, Andrew. Not every... Just because you're weird and from England doesn't mean we gotta eat them like that in the States, do we, Andrew? Let me see where that file is. That is in F. It's simply in F. Okay, I'll go to F. And let's see. All right. Play something real quick. Video file. We go to, oh, it's an F. Okay.
I don't like that.
No, so, and plus, it's now. Do you normally eat them what we know as the old-fashioned way, right, buddy? Like a penis. Also.
Oh, she's changing her picture.
Oh, Banana Man's here, Stormy.
Oh, I got a little Banana Man for you guys. There you go.
To see your twerk on Hack Rider.
This is where Banana Man made Scott twerk for the first time I ever seen.
Wendy's producing on the fly.
What's up, the gay goatee? I throw down bananas like cock.
Banana Man's in the house.
Hey Scott, you need to control your liquor, bro. Really.
Okay.
We don't need no stinking potato around here. We got Banana Man. Come on. We don't need electric fries. We don't need Cardiff.
Oh,
we
yeah, Scott, you need a twerk, boy. You need a twerk, man.
She just mentioned it on the air, Andrew. One day she was on with us, and Scott went right along with it. And I remember that day he was having one of his back days, Andrew, where he was he wasn't feeling so great about his back. He did it anyway. Look at this. I never seen Scott commit to something like this twerk.
Look, Scott's preparing. Look, he's fixing to do it.
Oh shit!
Wendy, you get your look at this.
Only Wendy Pack could have made that happen. Only Wendy Pack. Let's see. We got that one. You threw down bananas like they were cacks. We need Banana Man here. I got you a little bit right there. Matt is laughing, which is good. Prissy bitch. Let's see. We are primates, dude. We are primates, dude. Sean Riggle says, oh, this guy seems like he'd be showing us an instructional video of how to put a banana in your keister. Filleting fish? Nah. This guy needs his ass kicked. Says Electric Gino. That's funny. That's a funny story. It's gay, says Mandy Def with gay pride flags. Ooh, Banana Man. There, Matt, I give you a request, buddy. There you go. I couldn't get her here live, but I got you a little bit of Banana Man thrown in there today. Andrew, the other day, this is a bit of a music story. Now, this involves, I talked about the band Talking Heads the other day. They do like Burning Down the House and Take Me to the River and Wild Wild Life, right? All this stuff. And this newer pop artist, this young Olivia Rodrigo brings David Byrne from the Talking Heads out on the stage to do a song. So there's some rumors going around because it's the anniversary of when the Talking Heads formed as a band. They famously didn't really get along in the 80s, and there's some talk about if they're going to get back together and maybe try to do some songs before maybe they all croak, for lack of a better way of saying it. I'm going to show you right here. Well, we got a little bit of it going on, and that David Byrne come out doing a little Burning Down the House right here. That was me. Thanks, says Space Name. I don't know who asked, but All This Sucks with 2K is on tonight at 9 o'clock East. I believe Mandy Diff, she's normally the one that kind of asks those inquiring questions about when people are doing their next show. Or maybe it was Nerd, I'm not sure. Let's see, that was me, thanks, says Space Nerd. Well, there you go. Hey, promote your fucking show somewhere else, Granny. No, that's okay, buddy. You know, it's solid with that. That's at 9 o'clock tonight right here. Well, where is it? This All Sucks with 2K. All right, there you go. You can do that. You already got your later on fun planned tonight. Good day, sir. I say to the fat pig. Look at this fat pig stepping in. Hey, fat pig, you probably remember a little bit of Talking Heads, maybe. I'm doing a story about how this young girl, this new artist, Olivia Rodrigo, kind of brought him out, kind of get the whole buzz going again about maybe there'll be a reunion of the Talking Heads, perhaps. Talking Heads is one of the old school favorites of mine. I love them. They were just different. David Byrne and Fatboy Slim made an album together with several well-known singers. Thank you, Electric Head Gino. I think that might have gotten by me. I like Fatboy Slim's production values and stuff, so I'd be curious about that. Electric Head Gino, I'm going to check that out. That sounds good. Pig gets the shout-out love from Mandy Diff. All right. I want to support BF. Well, just do it. Don't talk about it. Be about it. Can someone gift me a membership? Let's see. We got that one. All right, let me show you the article actually right here. Now, I'm not too familiar with this girl other than she looking good like something. But it does say Olivia Rodrigo knows how to burn down the house, and it's spelled like David Byrne's name. On Saturday, June 7th, the vampire singer, who is 22 years old, surprised the crowd at Flushing Meadows Corona Park in New York, headlining set at the Governor's Ball 2025. The pair teamed up for a performance of his Talking Heads hit, Burning Down the House. He goes to so and say, I'm so honored to share the stage tonight, she says. Rodrigo told the crowd toward the end of her set. Would you give it up for the legendary David Byrne? I'll play a little bit of it, Andrew. It goes on to say that Byrne is 73. He then approached the dark stage with an acoustic guitar and in white t-shirt and red overalls, complimenting Rodrigo's red two-piece sparkly set as he began to play the 1983 classic. Throughout the song, the pair exchanged verses and a number of quirky dances as they flailed their arms and jogged in place. At the end, they shared a hug and Rodrigo escorted the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer off the stage.
She's a looker.
Say that again, Andrew?
She's a looker.
Go figure, Andrew thinks she's hot. Okay. Here Lies Love. Thanks, GM. There you go. So that's a little bit of it. I think, is there one?
She has a good voice, too. She's not just sexy. She has a good voice.
Okay, I'm not sure I'm buying what you're selling there. If you saw that voice without the body, I'm not sure if you'd have the same opinion there, Andrew. Okay, now you're going to have to hang on tight, because Andrew is the human sports ticker. I tell you all the time, and it is what did they used to say on Star Trek? Resistance is futile, space nerd. I've learned in the 4 or 5 years I've been doing shows with Andrew that resistance is futile. I just basically try to time when Andrew's going to talk about sports is the best we can do. And right now we're going to talk about what we've talked about for a couple days, Andrew. We're going to do a little sports, and we're going to talk about R-Truth, the wrestler who over last weekend, the WWE fan universe lost their shit last weekend, just like a week ago of the weekend, because after 17 years, they released R-Truth, the beloved wrestler, Andrew. Tell everybody what happened during the week.
They even hijacked a couple shows. They would not let the wrestling go on for 30 minutes or some shit.
Yeah, they were doing R-Truth chants during Cena's sets and all that stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, continue.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. So there was a tremendous fan upheaval and backlash to the announcing of the releasing of a beloved wrestler, R-Truth. That happened a week ago. And then since that week transpired, they got all the backlash. And then they had Money in the Bank this week. What was it? Saturday or Sunday, Andrew? When they have the latest premium live event? Over the weekend, right?
Money in the Bank.
It was Money in the Bank. And tell everybody who should. Go ahead.
Did you catch some of that promo? The
promo for Money in the Bank?
No. The
promo he cut about being released or coming back?
Coming back.
No, I didn't, Andrew, but I got some quotes from it right here, buddy.
Boy.
Well, we're going to talk about it. So R-Truth, yes, continue.
That was one of the best promos in wrestling history.
You think so? All right, well, let's talk about this a little bit, because after being released and quite the fan backlash, which Andrew and I acknowledged that Vince McMahon would have never caved to. Once Vince McMahon made a decision about keeping or hiring or releasing a wrestler, he gave no F's about what the fan universe says, Andrew. But now there is question. Was this whole R-Truth thing that went down, the shocking WWE return, was this a work or was it real, Andrew? So basically, for those that don't know, a work is when the company would have said, okay, we're going to act like we're firing R-Truth only to bring him back, and we worked the crowd. We got him all worked up in a buzz, Andrew. So, or do you think that he was legitimately fired and they were forced to hire him back?
I think he was legitimately fired.
I do too. I do too.
There is no way this is a fucking work. No fucking way.
Yeah, I think I too, but they're trying to be on both sides of this, Andrew, because I think they got their asses handed to them by the fans. Let's read in a little bit about what went down. When it comes to R-Truth, WWE fans want the truth. The wrestling world is still buzzing. You wanted us to be all abuzz. There's still a buzzing from the main event of the Money in the Bank 2025, when a masked man who attacked John Cena turned out to be R-Truth, drawing rousing reactions inside the arena and fans watching around the world. It capped off what was a turbulent week surrounding the veteran star after he said on June 1st his contract was ending after 17 years with the WWE. Fans voiced their displeasure with an announcement at the shows following the news, but a week later, he was back in the ring, signaling he's once again with the company. The quick timing of it all has raised questions as to whether R-Truth was actually released or if it was a work, part of this storyline. The line has been blurred between reality and fiction, and there's been plenty of material to suggest both sides of the argument are correct. So what's really the truth? And I'm not going to play that clip, Andrew, because as you know, anything you play on these shows, WWE yanks your shit. Why R-Truth saga could have been a work. The suspicion of it being a storyline came in the Money in the Bank post-show. WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Triple H Levesque briefly mentioned it during his opening statement, and USA Today's sports reporter asked him whether R-Truth was actually released, and if so, how much did the fan response play a role in it? Levesque smirked and gave a blunt answer, Andrew. This was his vague answer, and he goes, "I love the question. Are you enjoying the show?" Levesque said, "It's all part of the show, man." So he just tried to say all of this is going on as part of the show, Andrew. So, but I'm going with Andrew the Giant because Andrew the Giant is my sports authority, and you say that you believe that he was actually fired and they had their asses handed to him and were forced to hire him back, right?
How could you tell it wasn't a work?
How could you tell it wasn't a work? I think because of the real messages that were coming out from himself and all of his fellow wrestlers, Andrew. That's what I think.
You don't just announce that you're released like that and just be like, "Oh, I'm released today."
Yeah, he was legitimately upset about it. And to the fake Bobby Nick that's in the chat, you gotta try a little harder than that. I try a little harder than that. Come up with something more original than that. Let's see. I'm the ninth like in the house, says FJM. Well, come on, man. I see that there's been 25 or 30 of you in here time. Could you please do us a favor? It's very simple and it's free. Whether you're watching on Andrew the Giant 96 channel or on BF Live the Vibe channel, could you hit that like button, that little thumbs up for free? It's absolutely free, and it lets YouTube know that you like us. Well, we know you like us. Wendy's dad is really doing a number on Andrew's ceiling fan. What's that all about, Andrew?
Apparently, Wendy thinks her dad is haunting her because she's dating a black man.
Holy shit. Man, you just filled my head with all kind of shit I got to process, Andrew. And so Wendy thinks her dad is haunting her. Okay, that's one separate thing. And then what's with the whole, I thought Bobby Nick was her man. Who's the black guy? What are we talking about here, Andrew? What are you telling me?
Potato.
Oh, the potato. Oh, that's right. That whole potato. Okay. Now you gave me the context. Thank you, buddy. Oh, FJM says that he thinks that this was a work, Andrew. If he's talking about that. Unless he's talking about Wendy. I think they wish it was a work at this point, FJM. I think after 17 years, they really released the dude. They got their asses handed to them. The backlash was too great. I think that's what it was. And that's Andrew's take. And I'll go to Andrew's take. Wendy's dead. We're doing that. 9th leg. What else we got in here? Could you give us those likes? I appreciate it. Well, you're fired anyway. That's a come on, fake Bobby Nick. Come on, you guys can do better than that in chat with the fake Bobby Nick. Let me see here. This next one I got is Andrew. I told you about one more sports story we're going to do, and then I'm going to finish up this great news segment. I hope you enjoyed this positive, different news, not so serious news, with a little sports story, Andrew. This is about the Oakland not the Oakland Athletics, but the In Limbo Athletics.
I just saw it scrolling through Twitter. I was like, trying not to react to it, but holy shit.
I see, because I showed up with something that you didn't know about, so you had to go find it before I could show it to you right here on the Vibe. Well, Andrew, I'm going to show it to you and everybody else now, buddy. But let's read a little bit about what I'm talking about first. And this is about not the Oakland A's. They're currently playing in a little kind of minor league kind of situation in Sacramento while they're awaiting their brand new stadium to be built in Las Vegas because they're leaving Oakland for LA. But I digress. An A's outfielder, Denzel Clark, makes a great catch to rob a home run versus the Angels. Now, Andrew, I've been a baseball fan. I probably went to my first game that I can remember since I was like 7, 8 years old, buddy. And I got to say, I've seen some guys make some running catches, some diving, sliding catches. But this is up there with some of the best catches I've ever seen in baseball before. Like to see it?
Yes,
Here we go.
sir.
Watch this.
I'm good.
Oh, Andrew's taking phone calls doing the show. I hear Darren.
Yep. Okay.
Tell Darren we said hello and he's on the Vibe.
Everyone says hello. You're live.
Yeah, we hear you, Darren. Have a great day, buddy. Be safe out there. That's all right. All right, I heard a little boop, so we got friends checking in backstage. All right, Andrew. Well, I'm not glad that you took a live call, but I'm glad it was at least somebody we knew. We could kind of make something of it and say hello to. Now, let's watch this amazing center field catch by Denzel Clark of the formerly Oakland A's, now the In Limbo A's.
More in terms of just reaching base.
And the ball's going, Andrew. It's not like lofting. It's going. Look at that. That ball was going, Andrew. That wasn't like I'll eventually get under it. That ball it had momentum on it.
I've heard the list. I've seen the list of the greatest catches you're ever going to see.
He climbs up halfway up that 6-foot wall, Andrew.
I mean, Denzel Clark climbs the ladder and then hangs out.
Did he?
Yes.
That's what they were alluding to.
You want to talk about playing above the rim, folks. This ball is out of the ballpark by 5-6 feet, and Denzel says, nay, give me that back.
Can we talk about his first step being in towards home plate? He started coming towards the ball before he had.
Fucking wow! And she even said that he misjudged the ball and took a step forward before he realized that I better be running the other way. Wow, Space Nerd, that is what our famous Rex Barney, it used to be the announcer in our stands, and whenever a fan would catch the ball well, make a clean catch, he'd go, "Give that fan a contract." So that's an interesting saying. You just reminded me of my childhood. Oh shit, says Matt. He liked it. Well, if you think that's going to make you oh shit, this next thing I'm going to do is definitely going to make you say oh shit. He's the bro you know. He's got might have a little sleep in his eyes, but he always shows up for the Vibe. He's from the Great White North. He is Bobby Nick.
Deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers. Fuck yeah.
Deep butt cheeks.
I got deep butt cheeks.
He brought him here on the Vibe today.
That's right.
How you doing, buddy? You ready?
I am ready and raring to go, motherfuckers.
All right, man. Bob, I mean, you got to take, I'm telling you, you might have to take it easy on these people a little bit because I got to say, they've been coming in the chat this morning talking about how they're all bleary-eyed and having a hard time turning it around from being up so late night with Bobby Nick all the time.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
People are saying we need an early late night show. I said they got to get their sleep and make sure that they save some time for me on the day side on the Vibe, Bobby. So.
Well, there's no such thing as an early late night show that I've ever heard of. So
that sounded like a desperate statement when I read it. Early night show. I was like, no, that's not a thing. Well, I'm certainly glad you're here, and I told everybody you'd be here. So let's go. Let's continue on with the vibe. We were talking about banana etiquette, and that led to talking about Banana Man, and I showed a little banana video. This British guy is saying, but the whole world is eating bananas wrong, and they should be on a plate with a knife and a fork, Bob.
Oh.
Yeah. We decided he's weird, and he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. My nephew is a hotshot pitcher. Love watching him play, says Space Nerd, checking in on the vibe. There's Bobby Nick. You're getting the cigs up. Smoke them if you got them. Matt checks in.
Smoke them if you got them, motherfuckers, because that's how we do. That's how we do. Matt knows.
FJM said that play reminded him of himself in Little League. Calcified kid, please. Absolutely great catch, says FJM. All right, well, see, now the family's assembling. We got more here. And Bobby got here just in time to finish up sports and to do a bikini report right now. And this is an inspiring bikini report. As I'm aware of that this graduation season, and the biggest reason I'm aware is because my last one graduated, my daughter graduated through college, but it's high school and college graduation season. And this story popped up about a hardworking kid that kind of he went to his place of work in his work clothes right after his graduation, and he helped his fellow employees. For more on this story, I'm going to turn you over to the bikini report, and she's going to tell you about this hardworking high school grad that kind of went to work right after in his graduation. Go ahead, bikini report. Tell us all about it.
Feel good story for you. 18-year-old Michael Baker recently graduated from high school, and right after the ceremony, went to visit the local Burger King where he worked. He saw that there was a big rush stressing his coworkers, and while still wearing his grad robe and medals, he offered to take a shift. Video of the hardworking teen
He gonna get his stuff greasy. My dude's in there in his best shirt and all his sashes and all that stuff.
went viral, with people complimenting Baker's dedication and work ethic. The woman who shared the video on TikTok started a GoFundMe, which has raised nearly $200,000 for him. And it's being topped off by a $10,000 gift from the Burger King Foundation Scholars Program. Baker had initially planned to take a gap year to try to save up money for college, but needless to say, his plans have changed. Oh, one last little bit of sweetness. The Burger King Foundation also gifted a nice big check to the daughter of the woman who shared the video that made it all happen. She'll be heading to university this fall. All too often, we hear about the negative aspects of videos that go viral, so it's nice to be able to point out some of the positive. I'm Angel Banks. Remember to like and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
There you go. That's a good feel-good story all the way around.
I mean, I didn't hear a goddamn word she said, but I liked her body, but she kind of looked like a poodle.
Yeah, she had the little poodle things going on. I was noticed something down where it looked like she could have some kind of foliage built. Let's put some nair there or something. A little nair there. I want to greet my friend Josh in Tennessee. He's checking in. What's up, Josh? How you doing, buddy? Oh.
Tennessee.
Josh in Tennessee checks in Tennessee. Tiffany Washington's laughing. Try hard, says Articulate John, checking in on Tuesdays on the Vibe. I got up to pee at 2 a.m., says Terry Nee. Bobby Nick was going strong.
Yeah, man. We went late last night. We had like a 4.5 hour show, something like that.
HIGH from Tiffany Washington, who says that she stayed up late, even though she didn't panel. She was up getting HIGH and kind of watching Bobby Nick. You kept her up late at night. That is the kind of worker you need, says Space Nerd about that inspiring story. That's how you do it, kids, right? TF, right the fuck there. All I saw was a Playboy tattoo, says Terry, and he don't know much about anything else. FJM checking in, giving me the BF love back. Foliage gets me going, says Articulate John. Sweet, I got an intro. I've sung it all the time, but I gotta clip it. I'm just pulling it off the internet now. That's what I was trying to do.
Tennessee.
Josh in Tennessee. Hell yeah, you get one too. Whenever you remind me of music, you got an intro. You got all right. Oh yeah, Josh says Space Nerd. All right, guys.
What was the band that did that tune back in the day? Can't remember the name of them.
That was Arrested Development.
Arrested Development. Thank you, Bobby Friend.
Arrested Development. Tennessee.
I remember listening to some of their music.
To
are playing some of their music to
really
to some metalheads friends that I had.
Really?
And they were like,
what the hell's going on here? It sounds like it's a record or something. It's
Yeah.
like, they have the
scratching and all, yeah.
Yeah.
Headliner,
Like,
I challenge you,
like,
game
what
of
the hell is
horseshoes.
this?
A game of horseshoes. All right, guys. Well, we did it. I don't have a game of horseshoes for you, but we just did the damn thing. We did the BF Live, the Vibe, not so serious news. We threw in a little sports head action, caught up with Bone Loads and all the chat family, and we put a little bow on it with the bikini report. What do you say we get on with more fun? That was the BF Live, the Vibe, not so serious news. Now on with the show. More with the show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Got you talking. I think I'm gonna hit a thing. That's all right. I need. Go ahead. Yes. Before or after I hit it.
It's almost time for piss break for all.
Fucking A. There we go, folks, as I make a different kind of transition. And Andrew, he can't. Oh, yes, Andrew, you about to say something else, buddy?
And also,
Yes.
I was just thinking about this last night or the other night. I'm in the ESPN league renowned for baseball. Would anyone be interested in possibly doing a fantasy football league if I created one?
Uh-oh. Or the code of that means if he creates one, / if I get Stormy to do it for me. All right, guys. Well, Andrew is so good at being on this show and producing this show, he could feel it coming. He knows that this is halfway through the Vibe. 3 hours of live fun content. I hope you guys are having fun. We're not even done having fun. We're going to have the same kind of fun we had on that side of the piss break on the other side of this 2.5-minute piss break, folks. So it's the middle of the show. It is. So let's do it. This is the time to pause for the cause. You can grab a drink, you can grab a smoke, you can grab a snack, but grab a friend and tell them that Andrew and Bobby Nickett here and nobody's having more fun in the midday than we do right here creating positive vibes, folks. This only lasts 2.5 minutes, so get what you got to get to getting and come back. All right. And I'm going to run this little element, the little piss break, 2.5 minutes and more fun right after this on the other side, folks.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
I might still be touching my PP. Because my hands are below the camera. You have no idea what... Oh, I know Andrew's still touching his PP. He's talking about it. Go ahead, Andrew. What's up, buddy? What you doing, buddy? You put you backstage for a minute? I'll put you backstage for a minute. Oh, okay.
For a minute. Yes. Until you.
All right, I will do that. I heard the right rule. I'll put him backstage for a minute and let it go. Here. I mean, Nick, when you take somebody out the wrong way, I hate when that happens. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Take us all out.
Come Sprinkle.
Take us all out, Biff.
That's so weird. I have Andrew on a one shot, and then you take Andrew out, and it don't bring you back to your shot you had. It just takes everybody off the screen. Hey, Mama Nick, where's Papa Fitz? Asked to come Sprinkle.
I wish I knew.
It's not your turn to watch them. BF is my favorite. Now, no puppets. Now, no puppets. All right. Thank you. Porn Break says, maybe if we get to the sexy segments later, but we're going to get into some more fun stuff here. What am I going to get into? I want to wait till Andrew comes back and show you some stuff. We'll check the National Day calendar. Slurpee emojis are being utilized because Mandiv is acknowledging that this show is different and refreshing. Just a little break from all the Dabbleverse and all the kind of negativity of the world. We try to do a little different here on the Vibe. That's kind of what that symbolizes to me, Mandy, right there. All right, well, speaking about doing it different here on the Vibe, I was thinking about you, Bobby, when I pulled this for you. I couldn't afford the artist, but I got you this one. That's the only one I could afford.
Timu Foo Fighters.
Timu Fighters.
Yeah.
I hope this is ever short. This needs to be ever shorter. I like him. Dude he's in a whole other galaxy there.
I know, right?
the Tempo Fighters. That's what there you go. That's a great one there. Tempo Fighters. All right, there you go. The Tempo Fighters. That's some funny shit right there. The Timu, give me basic like the Timu Fighters, the Tempo Fighters. There you go. There you go. I'm glad you guys enjoy that silly, crazy shit like me. You guys are awesome today. And we got Bobby and Nick joining us and all the chat family trying to stay awake here, buddy. They're trying to stay awake because of you. They're learning from watching you, Bobby Nick.
Yeah, they did.
All right. Let's see.
Hey, play Matt. He went even later than me. He went after me. Matt's starting up his own stuff.
Well, I think I mentioned to you the other day that I happened upon Matt when I was on doing my little pre-show prep. He was playing the guitar, and I went in and I asked him to play Fast Car. I was like, hitting him up like that. And I saw him later on the other night, just a day ago, showing some of his outdoor adventure pictures and telling his stories about that, Bob.
Yeah.
So we are seeing Matt on the late night. All you people, all I can say is you got to get some sleep and better be ready for BF Live the Vibe the next day. I'm gonna start writing you up as being tardy and whatnot. Okay, you don't feel tardy, well you look tardy. All right, how about this? How about this? Andrew's not back yet, but let's calm down. Let's take a little therapy session right here, Bob. Let's take a little therapy right here. A little therapy session.
So, there's no such thing as stupid questions. Okay. So, Jordan, would you like to go first?
Do sharks ever need to take a bath?
There you go. There's no such thing as a stupid question. And so you heard it, folks. I'll play it one more time.
There's no such thing as stupid questions. Okay. So, Jordan, would you like to go first?
Do sharks ever need to take a bath?
Look at the wife's reaction. Do sharks need to take a bath? These are the questions that we need to answer, Bobby Nick. Another question I need to answer is Andrew ready to come back? Yes, he is. He's back, everybody. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Andrew's back.
Back again. I see what you're doing, Mandy. Excuse me, I burped in the microphone. Oh my goodness, it just slipped out. I slipped past the goalie. Last week, Bobby Nick, I was telling Andrew, I was telling him how he inspired people. He like people were making videos. He was inspiring people, and he didn't know anything about him, Bob. So I decided to pull them and show them today. So for people like you joining us later, maybe just people that want to see him again because it's some good, fun stuff. And I want to get your reaction to this too, because you've known Andrew. I've been podcasting as long as I have as well. So and watch this, Bobby Nick. Got my guys all mixed up. Watch this, Bob. Andrew inspired this kid right here.
I have a shout out to Andrew the Giant. If you like sports questions or just life questions in general, Andrew the Giant's your guy to subscribe to.
Oh, see that, Bob?
Really?
Yeah, watch, I'll run it again. So what I did, what had happened is that I went to a YouTube and I've typed in at Andrew the Giant 96, and anything that he's tagged in came up. This was one of the first things that came up.
I have a shout out to Andrew the Giant. If you like sports questions or just life questions in general, Andrew the Giant's your guy to subscribe to.
I thought that was pretty awesome. Andrew didn't even know about it.
If that kid only knew what he was really about.
Oh my God! I wonder if that. You know what? That kid might know that Andrew is also the horny wheelchair guy.
Yeah, right. I know.
Frog on my foot. He might that might be what he's at. Maybe that's it, Bob. But then that wasn't enough. You know that our boy has been on 24/7 since we've known him doing podcasting, right? Mm-hmm. Well, here's one that got by me that he did at his old place. So watch look what he's out here doing, Bobby Nick, and I want to see if you know about this already.
Challenge for you guys. Remix one of my shorts, please. And introduce yourself
Andrew,
to me.
what up? It's me, your biggest fan. I love wrestling.
I have a challenge for you guys.
Accepted. A little bit about
Remix
Great
one of my shorts.
Catching up, Space Nerd.
Stack it, I sell
And
it.
introduce yourself
It's something
to
that
me.
I do. I appreciate you.
I have a challenge for you guys.
There you go. How about that, Bob?
Wow.
So even though we think that we know, and you're on the YouTubes a lot, we think we know what Andrew's always up to. You never know what Andrew's actually up to, do you?
Send me that so I can respond, because in my YouTube studios, I see that people remix my shorts, but I can't click on them.
Can't click on them. I'll say, yes, Space Nerd. We call it reframing the show or catching up. I'm showing a couple repeats for my friend Bobby Nick and anybody like Spurksnig that's joining us a little late. Firm handshakes for Spurksnig, who was doing his thing with Dylan from somewhere prior to this show. I caught a little bit of that as I was doing my show prep. How you doing there, Spurksnig? Checking in. Glad you're checking in on the vibe today, buddy. And I'm glad I got to show that to Bobby Nick and everybody else at least one more time. All right, why don't we do this? Let's see. We did the other news. We did the celebrity death report. I'm checking things off, checking off my checkoff boxes. Why don't we check out the National Day calendar? There's always usually some kind of something edible, something about eating or something. Plus, we just got to see what they're up to in general. Today is Tuesday. It's June the 10th. So I'm going to do that real quick. Let's check the National Day calendar out and let's see what kind of holidays or celebration we're supposed to be having today with the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right. We got more friends joining us, as I knew we would. Doing well, BF. You are a champ. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, Spurksnake, for your positivity all the time. But today is June the 10th, I will remind everyone, and it is Tuesday. And I like to do this for myself, for everyone watching, and certainly for my bros on screen, because it literally becomes a blur when you kind of just wake up and you turn something on, and you go to bed and you turn something on. You don't always quite know what day it is. So I'll remind everyone that today is June the 10th, and it is Tuesday. That tells me that's a no-filter day. But now we're going to do the National Day calendar.
Oh, shit.
Would I surprise you with you knowing your show is on tonight?
What? June the 10th already.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
I know. I like the summer to go slow. I know you can't have it both ways. If the winter or whatever's going to go fast, the summer's going to go probably equally as fast. But yeah, Andrew, I wanted to slow the summer down, but it's not summer yet. But we're here with the chat family. Let me do some of these National Day calendar things, buddy. I want to know what you think about these. National Frosted Cookie Day, and they almost look like the animal crackers or something there. I don't know. How about National Forklift Safety Day today on June the 10th on a Vibe National Day calendar check? Most honorable National Egg Roll Day, Bobby Nick. How about National Call Your Doctor Day? National Herbs and Spices Day? I'll take the herb. You can have the spice. And let's see, how about National Black Cow Day? Boy, I got so many themes coming up. I can't get to the sounds fast enough about some of these things. That's a certain type of drink. National Iced Tea Day. National Ballpoint Pen Day. Let's get into some of these. And egg roll. Let's see what everybody's saying here on the vibe, because I think some people are checking in. Spur got the love and shouted out the chat family. No, we already went past the repeat part. Hi again, Spurg from Tiffany, Washington. Doing well. Thank you very much for your compliment. I like train wreck, says our friend Space Nerd. Train wreck? You talking about train wreck with Olga? With let's see. Holy THC Batman. Yes, the animal cookies. Yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into that a little bit. Frosted Cookie Day. And they do look like the animal cookies. Today is June 10th on the National Day calendar, and we are throwing a sweet celebration for the National Frosted Cookie Day. This nostalgic food day celebrates by inspiring families everywhere to live life playfully while enjoying the iconic frosted animal cookies. By Mother's Cookies. I guess that's who put this on the calendar. Normally, it's people that have self-interest that put some of these things on the calendar. Look, Mother's Cookie Company did. No other cookie in the world sparks imagination like a frosted animal cookie. Whether putting on a circus show for friends or taking a safari with the family, the frosted animal cookie sparks joy and creativity for all. In fact, this iconic frosted animal cookie is enjoyed by playful, imaginative families all around the country. National Frosted Cookie Day encourages everyone to enjoy the frosted animal cookies that spark joy and creativity for families. They just keep saying the thing over and over again. Roberto Nicholas, I don't know if it was a thing up in Canada, but did you have the little animal crackers that came in the boxes back in the day, and they had like the circus theme on them, like the Barnum and Bailey animal crackers? Did you have that?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. There you go. There was something I used to love about having, it felt like you had your own little suitcase of cookies or something when you were a kid, right? You had the little string on the animal cracker box, right?
Yeah.
That's my favorite memory about animal crackers. How about you there, Andrew? You like some animal crackers? You ever had those Barnum and Bailey animal crackers, buddy?
I like frosted ones.
Well, that's your day, buddy, because it is National Frosted Cookie Day. Now, I was always a fan of the plain ones, Andrew. I would eat the frosted ones, but they would always clump or stick together, or if they were exposed to like heat or moisture, Andrew, they would be just like a big lump in whatever container they were in, buddy. Let's see. How about do this?
I do dig me some frosted one too. Yeah,
do you like the frosted ones as well, Bob?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't eat them anymore, but I mean, I used to.
Yeah, like they would have to be at a party or something, and I would. Andrew either got fingered or something's breaking news. What's going on, Andrew?
Whoa!
You remember? It sounds like I got either he just shit his pants or he's got breaking news. And Bobby, now let's see.
Call up their top pitching prospect that throws 103 miles an hour.
See, I told you, nerd. Resistance is futile. Good luck trying to keep sports out of any show you do with Andrew. There you go. It just pops up simultaneously. And what are you doing?
Pick him up in fantasy baseball right now.
All right. Well, there you go. And this is why we call Andrew the human sports ticker, because he just spits out random sports ticker facts whenever he wants, like a sports ticker does. All right. But you guys like the frosted ones. Like I said, if the frosted ones are around, I'll eat them. I'll break the little sweaty lumps apart and enjoy a cookie. But if it's your day, it's National Frosted Cookie Day. The first thing we get to on the National Day calendar check-in that we're talking about, Amber, Space Nerd, big hugs. Let's see. Nice seeing everybody. Reenie says, rolling one up. Be right back. Oh, let's do. Mandy, I'm always looking for an excuse to toke, right, girl? And I saw what you said back here. Where did you put it? She says, oh, hell. I'm losing everything. Hide the current comment. We'll just go to new comments. She wanted me to do another dab done for Dunk, so let's do that now, everybody. We might not go in Scott's hole today because we're trying not to repeat every segment every day, and Scott's not here today. So Mandy Diff has just given us a perfect excuse. So this is a time to grab what you got if you partake. And if there's somebody that's no longer with us that you want to keep in your memory or whatever, or smoke and salute to them, we're doing it for our friend Donkey Kongington. You can do it for them, or Donks. You can do it right now. This is another dab done for Donks, a memorial to all of those that are no longer with us. Another dab dog for Dunks. Do-do-doom, doom, doom. I can get the light. Another dab dog for Dunks. Come on. And another dab done, and another dab done. Another dab done for Dunk. Hey, gonna dab you too. Another dab done for Dunks. Another dab dog for Dunks. Oh, nice Godfrey. Dice Godfrey. That's 37 now. Awesome people check in on the vibe. If you partake, I hope you joined us now up to 38. And if you could please hit like, share, subscribe, wherever you're enjoying these shows from. We know you love us, but please let YouTube know so they like to keep us around. Spurg is laughing. Amber, you know, we're catching up on the chat right here. Mandy's laughing. Baseball national weather alert. Yeah, I told you, it's resistance is futile keeping sports out of any show with Andrew. But what's not futile is Terry Nee giving me a most generous $2 super chat. And he says, I emailed something for Andrew before he sleeps. All right, folks. Well, if you people only knew how generous and productive Terry Nee is, he's given me tons of content. I was literally spending minutes right before the show downloading some, but I'm not done yet, so I'm going to play this right now, folks. And I like to play this to remind you that BF Live The Vibe, your view is important to us. But right now, I'm going to another Google Chrome, and I'm going to go over to my Gmail. I'm going to see my friend Terry Nee has something in my box, so to speak. So I'm going to pull said item out of my box. That's the only thing you're putting in my box is my mailbox. Holy shit, which one? And let's see, I have no less than 3, 4. I'm going to do the latest one. Oh, wait a minute. Terry, you got me a couple things here, buddy. Let me see. Here's the first thing. Here's the first thing I'll give you that Terry Nee sent me. Share screen. Number 1, that's for you, Andrew. That's the first thing he shared with me. It's like them titties bigger right there. All right, so there you go. And let me take my email off the screen real quick. Let me show you the next thing. I'll try to figure out the next thing he sent me real quick, and I'll show them to you. Let's see, you had that, and you had... you got the breasticles. What about the article there? Let's see, we got the article. I copy. I'm getting articles. I'm getting pictures. I'm downloading it all. I'm no boomer. I'm pasting. I'm hitting enter. Hi-oh, okay. This is another thing from Terry Nee. Here we go. We copy. We pasted. This is called Ranking the Worst MLB Girl Moments. No, let's see. Let's see, Andrew. Pay attention, buddy. This is from Terry Nee for you.
Terry lead. That one is grounded foul past the third base back through the legs. Oh, off the foot. Off the foot, yeah. Off the foot.
Every girl in the picture is locked into her phone. Every single one is, they're all just completely.
You know, and this does drive me nuts. At a lot of public events, Bob, and like ball games, I do see this all the time. Everybody's in their phones. Like people just go, it's just background noise like your television or anything else.
Transfixed by the technology.
Why even go to the fucking game if you're on the phone?
Yep. And God forbid if you're not paying attention and you get hit by a foul ball.
That's inside the bag and a fair ball that is played by the ball girl. And
here you go, Andrew.
Picks it up.
Guess what happens next? Does she get the ball or not?
Oh! Somebody snatched it. Oh, that looked like a Baba Booey. Look at this.
Something about the release point.
That's not something you see every day. Terry lead.
All right, just starting over. All right, thank you, Terry Nee. Let's see, that's 2 things from Terry Nee. Was there 3 things, Terry Nee? I'm starting to lose track, buddy. Let me see what we got. Number 3, but open that up. I go back. Is that another? Did I already download that one, Terry Nee? Is that another video, buddy? What is this one? What is this? Real quick. Is that something I already got? Yeah, I got that one already. All right, thank you, Terry Nee. Thank you for the 2. And thank you so much. my productive friend. You know, Andrew, you're Terry Nee's muse. He loves making up things that include you. Appa from my boy Andrew right there. Let's continue on. We got the boobs. We showed it there, Terry. Thank you for your $2 super chat, and thanks for having so much fun with me every day with what we do, man. I can feel your enthusiasm, and I appreciate your money and content. Let's see. Bobby, we got to talk about how little sleep I'm getting because of the late show. I told you, Bob, it was a topic here, buddy.
I mean,
topic here, buddy.
It's her choice to watch. I don't know. Turn it up.
Slurpee emojis, armchair comic emojis, and another dab done for donks from Mandy Diff. Late and hey, I like that. You don't always have to be late and gay. You can be late and hey. Hey, Reenie from Tiffany, Washington. Mandy, I miss him so much, says Space Nerd of Donkey Kongington. We got the idea. Hey, Tiff from Reenie. Rolling one up, be right back. We called that one earlier. The Nightbot's running all of our friends' bots. Big hugs for Space Nerd from, let's see, LMFAO says Spurg Snake. Amber, you know we're catching up. We got the Terry Nee one. How are you, number 1 and 2, Mandy, gaming the chat? Whoa, what's going on over here with the chat? Let me go. Let's put up the community board here. Oh, no, let me see. I'll give you the current rankings right now. Hey, Bob, I was on Perry Caravello live chat last night, buddy, and I ended up being number 2 chatter last night. Woo!
Really?
I didn't get a prize or anything. But I think it really only maxed out at like 575 points, like after all those hours on the air. But currently on BF Live The Vibe, Mandy Diff comes in first with 225 points in the XP leaderboard. Matt comes in number 2 with 150. Terry Nee is bringing up the ranks with a number 3, and he gave a super chat. FJM's number 4, Tiffany Washington number 5, Space Nerd sliding in there at the number 6 spot, Drummer Mom coming in at number 7, Off the Wall, I'm not sure who that one is, at Off the Wall 2216 is 8, Waivers number 9, and Bobby Nick's number 1, that is number 10. There you go. I think that's that cum one or whatever. There you go. All right, let's continue on here. Let me show you this tab because we are in the middle of the National Day Hey after all. Where is Scott? Did he fall in his hole? Says Tits McGee. I think he's up all hours of the night. Let's see. What we got? Amber is, I'm not saying, Amber is the color of your energy. Slurpee emojis. Boobs, we got the boobs. Let's see. What else we got? I should have not done 2 dabs. Did it hot and my lung is on the floor. Be scorching you inside of your lungs, you knuckleheads. Let me see. XP scam. How dare you? You're not wrong, and I'll let you know that I did give input about how they could make it better there. But you're XP scam. Don't shoot. Don't shoot the messenger, and I am the messenger, so please don't shoot me. Let's see. Number 6. XP is tearing us apart. It's tearing us apart as a chat family. We'll have to get rid of it. Number 6 says, Space Nerd, what is my problem? Yeah, it doesn't seem. FJM, you good today? What's checking in? We have Articulate Johnson. Every day is National Forklift Safety Day for me. Well, there you go. I can drive I've driven a forklift in my time there, Bobby Nick. I can handle me a fork now.
I've never driven one.
I have. Let's read about National Forklift Day since it was brought up by our friend Articulate John, who does it every day. So yeah, we used to have to like beep the horn before you go through, change one part of the building to the other, and you always had to be careful somebody was around you. We always had to charge them. We always, and our bay doors, Bob, would always get notoriously dented or banged in. Somebody would always run into one of the garage doors. Like we would get them fixed, and then within a day or two, it was like almost like it was like a magnet. A magnet was attracted to it. Yeah, you just couldn't keep a straight door around that shop for whatever reason. That's why National Forklift Safety is important. And every like a year or so, Bobby, and I got to have to get recertified. And I'd have to go pick up something slowly from one spot, take it here and gently set it down and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
But today is the second Tuesday in June, and it recognizes National Forklift Safety Day. Today's National Day provides opportunities for manufacturing, warehouses, logistics, and other industries that rely on forklifts to reassess their forklift training and safety guidelines. You know where in the public, Bob, where I see forklifts often is at the warehouse clubs and Home Depots. You know, I always have to worry about like interacting with them and hope they see her. They'd slide up the gate when they kind of use the forklift and all that stuff. So that's kind of how they do it there. But if you ride a forklift, be safe with that forklift. Always be aware of your surroundings and don't run any people over. Now, it's National Egg Roll Day, Bob and Andrew. I like the skin on an egg roll. I like that fried, crispy skin on an egg roll, Bob and Nick. What's your take on egg roll?
Oh yeah. I used to dig into those like a motherfucker. I mean, I still will if I order Chinese. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, I never liked the insides, Bobby Nick, because it was always like vegetables and shredded shit I didn't eat. Spurksnake checks in.
I love it. I don't know. There's just something about
spring roll or an egg roll. We'll read about a little bit about them. Spurksnake asks, is tow motor an Ohio thing? I have heard people refer to forklifts as a tow motor as well, Spurksnake. So it's all, you're around certain people. Let's see. Cool trivia. There we go. I prefer spring roll. You prefer spring roll? Well, let me read about it. Maybe they'll tell us the differences. Stealing Terry knees, John. Let's read about this one here, Bobby Nick. This next one. You like them already, so roll out the red carpet for National Egg Roll Day celebrations on June 10th. This yummy food holiday delivers an American dream story, plus satisfy a craving at the same time. You know you're craving an egg roll right now. The egg roll began as a Chinese-American tradition. I didn't think any of these had any American influence, Bob. I thought any Chinese food was strictly Chinese food. I didn't think that people adapted any of that stuff. Wow. But it does say that it extended to Vietnamese immigrants reaching for the American dream. These traditions grew from the unfailing dedication of families in chop suey places serving hungry workers. What started as an essential role in making dreams come true for several generations of immigrants in the United States, this delicious food item continues on for many still today. Egg rolls are a satisfying snack or an exciting part of a meal at home or away. Restaurants perfected their own versions of the egg roll, Bob. It says with finely chopped ingredients including pork, shrimp, cabbage, onions, bamboo shoots, water chestnuts, and seasonings, all roll up into a thin pastry and deep fried. So what do you feel? What's your favorite? You got a favorite?
Honestly, I haven't had any for a while, so I don't really remember what the hell was in the ones that I was having, but there was definitely no shrimp in there.
No shrimp egg roll? Because I've often heard, like my family that order them, I'll take shrimp egg roll, or spring roll. There you go. But they're two different rolls. One has like seafood in it, and the other one's just strictly like vegetables, right?
Yeah.
Well, Space Nerd, we always do this to her and many people that probably check in on the vibe because there's always food elements. She says, I'm going to the store today. The first thing on the list are frosted animal cookies and egg rolls. And she learned it by watching you right here on the vibe. Let's see. FJM checking in. Anything rolled and fried that is food is awesomeness, says Mandy Diff. Reedy says, best part, worst part of being older is those are FJM. They're talking about being old. Pork egg roll, says our friend Space Nerd checking in. Articulate John says, my Chinese spot does beef triangles, Bobby Nick. You familiar with that?
Beef triangles? I don't know what that is.
I'm not familiar with that either. Well, there you go. The tummy rumbles. We need to eat, y'all. I'm sorry, Reedy. It happens pretty much every time we do the National Day. Hey. Bob, talking about weird foods, and since we're on the topic of eating foods and being hungry and trying foods, let me go back here. Let's see what's left. We got Call Your Doctor Day, National Herbs and Spices Day. We'll get into that. But look what my wife found. A couple weeks ago, probably a month by now, I saw this limited thing about a limited edition potato chip, Bobby Nick, from my regional company around here called Utz lemonade potato chips. Look, I got them. I could try them on air, buddy. Lemonade.
Holy shit.
Maybe at the end of the at the end of this National Day, hey, I'll try some. I haven't even tried them yet, Bob, so I'll try them on air. I'll do that. It's national.
That sounds like that could actually be good.
I want to try it. Round the corner, Fudge's Maine. Articulate John says, milk, lemonade. All right. Mandy said she needs to get a little higher. Can I take you higher? I had 2 to 4 last week after I sent them. They're talking about their life and all that stuff, which I love. I'm not sure, BF, about that, but we're going to try. Let's see. I'm going to try them. I'm going to do it right after this. Now, I love me some herbs and spices, Bobby Nick. I'm not a sauce guy, but I love flavorful things. I like hot spice. I like pepper and things of this nature and saltiness. So I guess garlic. So I guess today's my day, buddy. What do you think of when
I do garlic. I do onions. I can't do like really extremely hot things. I don't like too much
I
spice.
can't either. My acid reflux.
I thought he said ass. I thought he said acid reflux. Let's see. I'm fucking high. Thank you, Donkey Kong. All right. But it's National Herbs and Spices Day, Bob. Now, I love when I cook ribs on the grill or anything. When we cook burgers, I have like what they call the Montreal steak seasoning, Bob. Oddly enough. I don't know if it's from Montreal, but they call it Montreal seasoning. Do you have that up there? I got to ask.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Okay. No, you don't seem to. Are you not fond of Montreal? Are there those French speaking people? Is that what it is?
I mean, you know what? I used to hate everybody.
I heard a little something
back in Montreal, but I've gotten to know a couple of French Canadians on the internet. So it's like they're not bad people. Some of them realize how shitty
they come off when they are.
Well, their province can be.
Yeah. You know? Okay. They know they're aware, they have a little more self-aware. Well, there you go, Bob. So like, and when I cook chicken or whatever, I like to put it in a rub, or when I make pork ribs on the grill or beef or whatever it is, I like to pre-rub everything. So I love me some herbs and spices. And they say that there's benefits. And I tend to want to believe this, or I think I do believe this, that there's many benefits from certain spices. It says sage improves memory function in the brain. Peppermint reduces nausea. Turmeric is said to have anti-inflammatory benefits, which you hear a lot, and they put turmeric or turmeric. Oh my god! Turmeric. Is it turmeric or turmeric? Oh my god! It's turmeric, that red stuff. Anti-inflammatory benefits. How about cinnamon lowers blood sugar levels, which can benefit your diabetes. Cayenne pepper helps reduce appetites, and rosemary is good for treating allergies. One of the next days on the National Day calendar, the National Day Hey. All right, well, we did cookies, we did forklift safety, we did egg roll. Call your doctor. I mean, everybody, somebody give me a doctor. The health benefits from spice and food is so stupid. If that's the only thing you do, Terry Nee, yeah, if you do that in lieu of medicine, maybe that wouldn't be considered the smartest thing. But if it's found that like taking these things maybe reduce your need or reduces some of these symptoms, I don't see nothing wrong with it on the National Day. Hey. How about let's get into this because Terry Nee already pointed out it's National Black Cow Day. Bob, you familiar with this drink? I've heard this name before.
I don't think I have.
I know it's a kind of a mixed drink right here. We're going to read a little bit about it right here. And I got something I can pull up right here because it reminded me of this, because lots of things remind me of music. And that's what we do on Replayables. The song's called Black Cow. Oh, for you Steely Dan fans. A Black Cow is a mixed drink, Bobby Nick. On National Black Cow Day on June 10th, it celebrates a delicious ice cream float beverage, also known as a root beer float. That's right. The beverage made with root beer and vanilla ice cream is called a Black Cow. Moving along with us as we learn about the brief history about the Black Cow and hopefully enjoy a Black Cow in the process. And I understand they make these alcoholic and they put Kahlua in them now, so I guess you can get them non-alcoholic. But Frank J. Wisner of Cripple Creek, Colorado, up on Cripple Creek, receives credit for inventing the Black Cow in August of 1893. Wisner was the owner of the Cripple Creek Cow Mountain Gold Mining Company. Say that 10 times. Let's see. Let's continue on here. The story goes that one night he found himself staring out the window, thinking about the line of soda waters that he was producing for the citizens of Cripple Creek. Suddenly, an idea struck him. While looking out the window, he noticed that the full moonlight was shining on the snow-capped Cow Mountain. It reminded him of a scoop of vanilla ice cream. He hurried back to his bar and added a spoonful of creamy vanilla ice cream to the children's favorite flavor of soda, Myers Avenue Red Root Beer. When he tasted it, he knew he had a hit. Wisner named the new creation the Black Cow Mountain, but the local children shorten it to the Black Cow. So this is root beer. So I thought this had more to do with the mixed drink that I was aware of made with Kahlua. So whatever way you like it, it's National Black Cow Day during our National Day calendar check. Orange soap. Yes, Bob.
I don't know. It just sounds like it's a root beer float.
Yeah, Bob. I definitely thought this had more to do with the alcoholic version, even with the brown bottle in the back. But I guess that can be root beer. But that's what I'm familiar with. Is they basically take this and they put Kahlua alcohol in there and they drink it and you get fucked up with it. So either way, you can have it alcoholic or non-alcoholic. But I really didn't know either, Bob, that the origin of the float was originally kind of called this Black Cow. I can't say I knew that either. That's why we do the National Day calendar check. And the next thing we're going to do is iced tea. Andrew, you like iced tea? You a Florida guy?
Yep.
Yeah. Enjoy some night. A white Russian, a black Russian. They're talking about all. See, we got the whole universe, multicolored Russian there. Wind is hauling ass too. Has to be made with Haagen-Dazs. Arini requires Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Let's see. Broke Black Cow Mountain. You broke Black Cow. Vodka is so good with milkshakes, Rini. I have not yet mixed the alcohol with the creamy yet. That's kind of, I want to kind of avoid like hurling my guts up. So I kind of stay away from mixing alcohol and milk products. I like a splash of cream in it, Tiff. No sweet tea. You're much like my wife, Space Nerd, who has a hard time getting unsweetened iced tea. How about you, Bob? You enjoy some tea?
Oh, I could kill an iced tea right now, even.
Where do you, buddy? My sister, Kathy, who checks in the chat very often, I hope she's doing okay with her back. She used to make tea a lot, and she would make sun tea, Bob, where you would put it in these special jars and literally sit it out in the sun and kind of let it. You familiar with that, Andrew?
No.
You're just making random noises. Yeah, but she would make the sun tea. So she likes some tea. Well, if you like tea, June 10th is National Iced Tea Day, and to celebrate one of summer's favorite refreshing drinks. Whether you prefer sweetened or unsweetened, with or without lemon, we invite you to pour yourself a glass as we relax and enjoy some random information about iced tea. Iced tea is the second most popular beverage in the world following water. The oldest tea remains date to around 453 BC. Archaeologists from Shandong University and the University of Science and Technology found 2,400-year-old tea remains in the royal tomb in the Shandong province. So 2,400 years people have been drinking this stuff. It is the second most popular thing behind water. Yes, Andrew.
That's cool.
You like that? Well, I'm not a big iced tea guy, Andrew, but my wife enjoys it, and she likes what they call the Arnold Palmer with a half unsweetened iced tea and half lemonade. So maybe she wants to enjoy that today. Ooh, Long Island is the variety of iced tea Tiffany Washington prefers.
Long Island iced tea.
Oh, yeah, Tiff. That is an alcoholic beverage as well. Orange pop or soda. We're not going to get into that. And whipped ice cream alcohol, says our friend Tiffany Washington. She has her own alcoholic creamsicle recipe right there. Vodka in tea is nice. I'm seeing a pattern here, Rini. Vodka and milkshakes is nice. Vodka and oxygen is nice. Maybe to Rini. Well, there you go, guys. That's the next thing we have on the National Day calendar. That's brisk, baby, Articulate John says with his tea reference right there. Let's see how many items we have on the National Day calendar before we get on some other fun. We have to get onto this, Bob, because the ubiquitous National Ballpoint Pen Day today. Now, you and I, this reminds me of just reliability and pens. You know, we're always looking for a pen. I got my pen right here for my show. I'm always going through them. And it reminded me of Bic, and we used to talk about lighters, but it's Pen Day, Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
Now,
Pen Day.
Now, the pens to me are obviously, they're kind of like in a similar vein. They're like sunglasses to me, Bob, in that I don't like to spend a lot of money on them, or at least I never used to. But then I started getting a couple fine writing instruments like pens as gifts. And there can be a little difference in having a finer writing instrument, Bob.
Yeah, for sure. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. It's like, you know, once you get one of those ones that just seems to work all the time and write really smoothly, it's like, fuck these Bics that I've been buying for the past fucking 30 years of my life.
Right, Bic, and you make a good point. It reminded me of the Bic pen too. So you go back with the Bic pen like I do. Let me see what I don't even know what kind of, this is like a Scripto or whatever. This is a Paper Mate is what I have, Bobby Nick. And this is kind of one of those ones that it's a little bit thicker. It might be a little more of a gel than the traditional ink that most people have grown up with. But grab your ballpoint pen and write. Oh, and I used to sit in meetings and do this.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
And I'd catch myself doing it. I'm like, I'm surprised nobody's fucking yelled at me yet, because I would. But grab your ballpoint pen and write this on your calendar on June 10th.
Did you ever do that?
Yes.
Did you ever do that, Bobby Fran, and try to make a rhythm, you know?
Oh, fuck yeah. That was the whole thing, because I'm like, everything, like words are music to me. Everything's music to me. So I go, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, come up with different rhythms. That's right now. That's why I'm surprised somebody didn't punch me upside my head. Let's see. I think Chris Popke slipped in here, and he says, "Good morning, chat. In the studio this week, mixing an EA Sports project. Just jumping in for a minute to say hoya,
hoya."
Well, hoya to you, Popke. I'm glad you let us know that.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
And Popke's in the chat while he's in the game. Thank you, Poppy, for dropping in. I'm seeing you're getting all the love. The Long Island looks beautiful, says Reenie. Penguins Day, says our friend Mandy Diff, checking in. Popke's getting all the love from, well, this board is all crowded anymore. Reenie checks in and gives them love. Tiffany Washington, Hoya Reenie, and right back at you to the nerd from Chris Popke. There's all the love going around. I like a thick pen, says Terry Ning. We're talking about the same thing, aren't we? We're talking about writing instruments.
Hello, Frisco.
I prefer the Paper Mate profile, says my friend Spurksnake, checking in. Hey, what's your favorite pen in the chat? Hoya, Space Nerd. Let's see. Chris Popke just said something that it jumped on me. It says, I have the pen that writes upside. It was designed for, writes upside down. Is that right? Andrew repeating the last few words that people say reminds me of that guy from Cypress Hill that repeats what Be Real says. Insane in the membrane. And everybody goes, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. You're not wrong about that, Sean Riggle. That is one of my favorite things, when I don't realize that Andrew is nodding off on me and he's only catching half of what's going on. And I say, gay or something. Gay. And Andrew will say gay, whatever it is. Let's see. Thanks for checking in. Let's see. Mandy is laughing. Insane in the membrane. Say it, Andrew.
Insane in the membrane.
Ha, says Mandy Diff. Popke getting the salutes from Spurksnake. Matt is saying ha. And we continue on. Let's check the National Day calendar. Make sure we got them all, folks. We did National Ballpoint Pen. We did National Iced Tea Day. We did Black Cow Day. We even did National Herbs and Spices. Call your damn doctor if you're sick day. That's a day. We did National Egg Roll Day. National Forklift Safety. Frosted Cookie. We did them all. I think we beat the hell out of the National Day calendar. That was the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. We're having it and we're doing it at the same time. Now that Bobby Nick's here. We're doing it now. All the friends are in here in the chat family. Hey, Bob, they were telling a story about, Wendy was telling about some haunting and Wendy, her father haunting her because she's dating someone or something like that. They were talking about that.
Well, there's a situation. There is a situation with the potato, Cardiff. There's proof now that he is actually black. So,
and she's married to him. Oh, so she said she's feeling shame, huh?
Well, she did make a promise to her father that she would never date or marry a black man.
Unbelievable. And I felt doubly confused because I thought that you were her man, but I understand what everybody's getting at now. I said I would try him, Bob, so I don't know if anybody's got a snack. I need a little snack time. We already did the piss break. I got some water right here. I'm going to try these lemonade chips right now because, and it's funny for me.
Full screen yourself. Full
Okay.
screen yourself, Bobby Brown. I want to.
You know I'm not the most adventurous eater, but I'll do this right
I know.
here.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. I'll full screen myself and I'll show everybody what I'm dealing with here. Whatever. I mean, you gotta have to do something for 3 hours a day. Okay, folks. So here's what I'm gonna do. I thought that this was like some AI shit, but because I live in this area that's served by Utz, and I know Terry knows, people in this area know this Utz brand. These are great, just natural potato chips. The plain chips with just the salt or magnifique, right? So and then we have crab chips. We got other stuff. I see my light. I think this is affecting the light and all that stuff. But check this out. Lemonade chips. I thought this was some AI shit. You can see limited edition. So I'm gonna try them right here, right now, Bob. So here we go.
Crack them open. Crack them open.
Extra noise. There. It says. I think it says join our stand to fight childhood cancer. This is Alex's lemonade stand. So maybe that's the lemonade that they're utilizing here. But let's do this real quick.
Right.
Open them up. See, we got. Not more it's very faint lemon smell coming out. Like I eat the standard chips, Bob, and they kind of just have a good basic potato flavor. Not much lemon hit me in the face coming out the bag. Let's see about eating one. Let's see how that works. There you go. But these are beautiful chips.
Catch your taste buds out.
Bob, I love me a nice thin chip when you see them cooked on the grease like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. There it is. It's
lemon?
There. Damn.
Lemon? It's good?
Almost like candy, Bobby Nick.
No.
It's almost too much. Ooh. Bro, when you chew it down and that lemon concentrates, it's like eating lemon candy almost. It's not as subtle as maybe. I'm gonna try another one. Maybe it's sprinkled on there, but that shit hits you right away, Bobby Nick. Man.
No way.
Not bad.
I love me some lemon flavor.
Bro, it's like a tang. Like it's almost doing something to my eyes right now. That's how much of a lemon tang
way.
hit I'm getting. I can feel a little water in my eyes, buddy. Like it's hitting me that hard. Like I said, I think it's in with the salt because normally these are just salty, but I'm picking up like that lemon must be like a powder or something right away. I didn't know if they were going to cook them in or what, but let's see. It says, Utz is proud to partner with Alex's Lemonade Stand to bring you this exciting summer flavor. We start with a crisp Utz or Utz potato chip and then season it with a tangy, sour, and sweet lemon flavor. That's exactly what I've tasted, bro. Yes, it's a perfect summer experience, and you're going to want to try it. Well, I just did. Wow. All right, let's get back here. I'm about to get my wife, and oh my God, it really hits you. I mean, I can't get my one shot. Here we go. The lemon got me. Yeah, Bob, it hit my mouth, and oh my goodness.
And it's a straight up lemony flavor, huh?
Well, like undeniable. It's not like, do I think I taste lemon? When you get that chip chewed up in your mouth and you're just getting all of that lemon flavor that they kind of sprinkled on it or whatever, buddy. Wow.
That is fucking
wow. So it's not, yeah, I mean, it could have almost been a little more subtle for me, but wow, check it out. Let's see. Mandy Diff says, it's like dill pickle chips, maybe. Well, you know. Oops.
Yeah, I know.
Terry Nee, yes.
Dill pickle chips, they hit hard too, you know.
Yeah, that's like that. That's one of the tangier. Tangy comes to me, Bob. Like tangy, like the tang, the salt, and the lemon. It just hits you, and when you chew it down, yeah, it is very lemony. I'm gonna have fun watching now that I know what it's like. I'm gonna be here. Try this. I'm telling my wife and my kids. Here, try this. My daughter. I'm gonna hit them up after the show and have them try it. But there you go. That is the Utz lemon chip. It's summer, y'all. So I had to try it out because it's summertime right here on the Vibe. What was I going to get into?
In your face.
In your face. All right. Well, you know, Mandy. Oh, salt and vinegar will rip your mouth, says my friend Mandy Diff checking in. BF, did you bring enough for everyone? Because Tits McGee knows the rule that drugs are bad and talking about food is bad unless you have enough to share with everyone. That's the rule here. Well, I kind of do, Mandy Diff, but good luck getting to them. All right. What was I going to do the next thing here? Oh, because my friend Mandy Diff, I believe, said she says, I like dill pickle chips. And Mandy Diff knows, and if she doesn't know, you will get the message before the end of the summer by the time I'm done with you, because this is 2025 and not the year of the lemon, folks. We are in a pickle. This is the year of the pickle. I'm going to wear you out showing you all the crazy different ways that people are utilizing pickles, and I'm going to keep bringing it and bringing it. The hopper that I have this content in rivals the hoppers that I have juicy man meat and bricked up content in. I might be able to make it all, Bob. It's I can't keep it out of my algorithm. I literally put my phone down last night because I didn't want to have to bookmark more content for this segment right here, buddy. But I'll catch up with them. I'm gonna show you what I got right now because, like I said, it's not the year of the lemon. It is the year of the pickle. We are in a pickle, folks. Maybe in more ways than one. I'm gonna show you. Let's see what we like. It's crazy. Oh, I did show you that one. I'll start you off with this one. I believe I showed this one. This is just a simple drink. This is the pickle margarita. I might have left off with this one. Yeah, because I remember the round ice. Don Julio Blanco. Pickle margarita. Okay, I left you off with that one. And slide my little marker to my next thing that indicates that we are in a pickle. Watch when you see all the...
Oh.
The crazy
going underwater.
I see it, Bobby. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Going under. I will go slower. Oh, I see it recovering. This next thing, as I was trying to say before my signal went underwater, is that it is summer. It is summer. Let me see. We got some. Rini says I will drink that. All right. I'll do the same. Tequila holds the pickle. Hold the pickles. Nah, that's not what we're talking about, Tiff, because this ain't about avoiding the pickle. We are in a pickle. Now, maybe that was not refreshing enough, Bob. Maybe you need pickle shaved ice. For those of you who can't see this that are listening to audio only, this young lady has frozen some dill pickles and she's shredding them at like ice, a quality of ice, into a slush. And then she's also using a pickle to eat it. It is shaved pickle ice. Hell no, to the no. With our friend Mandy Diff checking in. No, checks in with Space Nerd on that one. Let's see, we got people checking in. Tequila hold the pickle. We got that one. Oh, let me see. I'm telling you. Oh, the humanity, says Mandy Diff. Cool. More for me, says Rini. Sweet Scorpio checks in and says, I need to try that. You want a refreshing, nutritious summer treat? You just freeze up some pickles and shred them with a cheese shredder because we are in a pickle. I'm telling you, everything is pickle in the year of 2025, and I will continue to prove it right here on the Vibe. All right, let's continue. I got some more.
I'd give it a try. I'd give that a try.
That, Bob, you would?
Yeah, I would.
So imagine. So wow. So I guess when it thaws, it would just be like little pickle, like relish, like frozen relish shards in your voice, in your mouth. I guess, huh? Mm-hmm. Thanks for checking in, Sweet Scorpio.
You okay, here? Andrew? I saw you moving weird.
Just trying to lean over him.
You got to try everything once. Almost everything, says Reen. Almost everything. Granny says, try the pickle flavored cotton candy he's recommending here. I'll have to see if that's one of the pieces of content I have, Granny, because people are doing wild, crazy shit. And I'm going to keep showing you some in this year of the pickle. And don't think I'm even close to being out of stuff right here on the Vibe. My algorithm is filled with this broken shit, broken link. I said broken. My algorithm is filled with this, but one of my links is broke. So on to the next piece, Bobby Nick. Let's see if what everybody thinks about this in the year of the pickle. We're in a pickle. Everything is pickle.
No, because this right here, this, 10 out of 10.
How about pickles and string cheese mixed together,
because
Bob?
This right here, this, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
So it looks like somebody took those Sargento cheese sticks or whatever name, Polio, whatever they are, and just included them in with some, let them soak with pickle, Bob. Yes or no?
No. No.
Soaking, I don't know. I have to let it dry out a little
because
bit.
This right here,
Space Nerd would try it.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. No.
I would
because
try
this
it.
right here.
All right. The Bobby Nickel tribe. We got some takers. The nerd is with you. Yes. Put that on a Sammy. Oh, pickles and some soaked pickle cheese on a Sammy. Recommends our friend Rini checking in on the Vibe. All right. Well, let me see what I got for you. I want to leave you with a doozy. Oh, this could qualify in the year of the pickle that we are in, 2025, we're in a pickle, folks. Like I say, it's a lot to deal with. And the net weight is too much. This shit is too much, Bobby Nick. How about this? How about some pickle? Let's normalize pickle cereal, please. How about no?
Hey, Roman numeral 7 days, wrap it like it's
I thought it was going to be actual milk in it, Bob. This is just basically eating pickles in a different way. Eating in a cereal fashion.
If this world was mine.
Well, I mean, it's just another way to eat pickles, right?
Basically, yeah, that's not too crazy. I want to make sure. I want to leave you with a doozy that you won't forget in this year of 2025. We're in a pickle. All right, I got another selection for you. Hey, boo boo, how about a pickle picnic basket, boo boo? How about just a leaky basket? How about that? Greenie. Reenie makes an interesting point. She says clickbait, and that's my whole thing about this whole segment, Reenie, is that do people really like pickles this much, or everybody just picked up, Bob, that they picked a pack of pickles, if you will, and everybody just said, well, I can one up that outrageousness. So that's the whole thing. Like, are the people really doing these things, or are they only doing it for the gram, Bob? That's my whole thing.
Yeah, you never know.
Doing it for the gram. Well, let me see if I got another one for you. That was kind of crazy in itself, a little kind of silly. How about this? Since we're in the summer, how about I leave you with one about a drink, y'all? Because we're trying to refresh ourselves and have some drink. A normal pickle. So let's have, it is summer. It's getting warmer. I think it's going to be 90-some today. It's currently 82 where I'm coming to you from. I'm going to share this next one with you. How about some, when the weather feels like pickle, when it feels like this, it's pickle slushy summer.
People say I got a drinking problem.
So now these are becoming more recently available, and that Ninja made this countertop version of this slushy machine I've been seeing in Kohl's and various department stores, Bob, and I'm intrigued by it. I want to make alcoholic drinks with this or something.
Oh,
but
wow.
they're making like you can make pickle slushy at home. There you go. BF.
People saying that I've hit rock bottom just 'cause I'm living on the rock.
What's up, Pesos? What's up, not the bees? Yeah, look, they got the spice around the rim. What do we think, guys? What do we think, chat family? Pickle slushies? Go to 7-Eleven. Pickles.
I love pickle juice, though.
Do you?
Fuck yeah.
A frozen thing, pickle squishy. Everybody's throwing out the love to Not the Bees, who's jumping in here on the vibe, as I'm telling everybody that we're in a pickle. This is the year of the pickle. Pickle everything in 2025. Hell, and they even proved that point even more, even though I told you I was going to stop. Do I got another one? Let's see. Well, that's seasonal, so I'll wait till the holidays come to play that particular selection right there. That's also seasonal. What's my last one? Let's see. Oh, here we go. Another drink. How about that? Well, maybe you don't like pickle slushy, but how about this? Our next drink selection. Babe, are you okay? You've hardly touched your ice pickle latte. Pickle and coffee, people. What are you thinking? I like coffee. I had coffee this morning, but I don't need no pickle latte. But
I don't drink coffee, so no, I wouldn't do it.
They had a Pickle Rebel energy drink at my favorite coffee place. Well, there you go. That would be good for you. Pickle juice helps with Charlie horses, says our friend Tiffany Washington checking in. Interesting. That's interesting. Did you drink it, nerd? Did you drink that pickle drink? I know the place, nerd. The Rebel gave it away. No, she didn't try it. Fuck no, says Mandy Diff to that last one. Not the Bees. Cheers, bud, from Matt, who's checking in. Cheers, Mandy Diff, from our friend Not the Bees checking in. Slurpee emojis are being used by Mandy Diff. Squishy. Reenie, absolutely not, says Space Nerd. I can't even type. That's so gross, says Reenie. Well, there you go. I think we'll leave you with that one. Let's see. Cheers, Matt. Last night was fun. I did another show afterwards. So damn, you guys are burning up the midnight oil. But that's fine that you all do that. But I'm requiring you that you all get to bed in a timely manner that you can enjoy me the next day for the vibe, guys. Don't sleep on the vibe. And don't sleep on the fact that the year is 2025. is the year that we're in a pickle, folks. All right. Let me, I had that on the sheet somewhere. There, I got it right here. I got it on my little sheet, cuz I do try to write down some fun stuff we can get to, and then we can see what kind of random order we can have our fun in. Hey, Bob, if I'm not on it, and Andrew will do this too, please remind me that I need to end the show at 3 o'clock on the dot today, because I have a 3:30 doctor appointment that I can make, but I got to end right at 3 o'clock.
All right.
So do not let me over vibe today. If you see me having too much fun, and I'm going into BF, you have too much fun, buddy, you got to go to the doctor. All right, but before we get out of here in the next less than a half hour, because I got to end it right on time, why don't we do this, folks? It was Monday night PCL. It was Media Share Monday. And I know I got PCL chat family in the chat, so I'm going to go over to my assets, and I'm going to make my way to use the camera outside of apartment 102, and we're going to get into a little afternoon, midday, Perry Talk. Well, let's do that, folks. I'm outside apartment 102. And we like to talk about some of our favorite things with some of our favorite things that we like. And we like Perry Caravello, and we have a great chat family in here. So I'm going to show you that last night at the new time. It's going pretty good at 4 Pacific. They used to start at 5 Pacific, kind of made the show go later, but Tom agrees that, and I kind of agree too, that starting it at 4 it's okay. It makes it 7 o'clock for us East Coasters right here to enjoy the show. And it kind of helps us not go so far in the middle of the night. Pet Farm checks in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel, and he says, I'm the 14th like. Well, come on, folks. I see 29 of you in here right now. And if you'll be so kind as just to take 1 second and click whatever page you're watching this show on and just click that thumbs up so they know that you love us like we know that you love us. Let's see. LOL to Mandy. Mandy Diff is laughing. Slurpee emojis are being utilized all the time. Let's see. We have Matt took my XP, says Mandy Diff. A good health to you, a Bobby Fran from Juggle at Jen coming in. Psst, Andrew, I see you. If you start snoring, I swear I will pass out at my desk. Andrew, see that? You got to stay awake. You got to help Rini stay awake. You got to give her energy, buddy. You got to give her that positive vibes. All right, but right now we're doing, this will wake you up. Listen to some Perry stuff. Let's see. And Matt, you are welcome to do that being a mod here, buddy, because only mods can really post effective functioning links. So Matt, please put your link into your page so people can check you out on YouTube, because you're my mod. You became highly recommended to me. Thank you. I'll lick you, BF. Wait a minute. Calm down, gay goatee. Put back in your pants, Sundance. FJM supports me monthly, and his monthly support really helps me continue doing the show. And he's having fun using the Perry emojis because we're doing Perry Talk. All right, let's get into this last night. Let's see. Let's see, submit your media shares. This was like from an old Media Share Monday right there. The Media Share Mondays are a really great time. How about this? Kenny Caravello, he's got a movie coming out, and there's his movie poster. There's his movie poster, the more successful brother of Perry Caravello.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, bro, he's kind of like smoother and better than you. Let's see. Let's continue on here. And the reason that is significant is because everybody that's in the Perry universe, you might have been hearing about that this Wild Western movie. Our friend Chris Abels and Bob Levy and Gina and so many people, Brutal Pain, have taken part in this movie. Bob, we're waiting for it to come out, right? The Wild Western movie? Well, last night I got official teaser, buddy. They finally got a teaser ready.
Really?
Yes. So it's just a nice little trailer teaser. Let's watch Perry watching the teaser for the upcoming Wild West movie. I believe Tom said he's anticipating a fall release for this, hopefully. Let's watch the little teaser, though.
Here's the trailer. Teaser trailer.
Thank you.
There is no hell. This is heaven on earth.
That was cute. That's cute. Yay! something is happening. Yay!
Good. Yeah,
Rock
it looks like
on.
a real movie, right?
Yeah. It's getting there. Something is happening.
Yeah, here's the trailer. Teaser trailer.
Thank you.
There is no.
All right, we showed that. There you go. Terry Nee, stop causing shit in the chat, you son of a bitch. Let me see. Let me go to actually Perry Talk is where we're at. I went back too far. I went to my page. Let me go back down to that right there. So yeah, Bob, that was like the first any kind of like produced, put together thing I've seen come out since they filmed the movie.
Yeah,
That was good.
I know, right?
So,
I was hearing for a while there that it might be dead.
well, I was picking up vibes from those channels, Bob. That was kind of, they were like, yeah, like if it happens, poo-pooing it or a little something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of, it wasn't positive vibes that were coming out of those conversation.
Chris fucking Abel?
Yeah, Chris Abels, he wasn't in that clip, but Chris Abels is in this movie. So we're looking forward to, I believe, a fall release of this to see where Brutal Pain, how he fits in, and Bob Levy and Gina and all the, William Hung from She Bang, oh baby, she move, I go crazy. William Hung is even in this movie from American Idol fame. So there we got, let's see. There we go. All right, let's continue on here with Perry Talk, though. So let's find out that came out last night. Now, of course, Perry's been threatening. We all know kind of there's some unrest going on in California and all. And Perry's threatening constantly to throw people in jail on 626. He's in serious denial, Terry Nee. I saw you packing last night. You said you were packing for 626. Terry Nee's excited about the chili cook-off, but I don't think Perry is as excited as Terry. He's going to tell you about it right now.
Motherfucker, no one is here on 626. I'm going to the fucking LAPD and making sure any other motherfucker that comes to my house goes to fucking jail. Do you motherfuckers understand? Me, you all fucking go to jail, you fucking assholes.
Oh, and this is good because this is Oscar worthy. Keep watching this, Bobby, and everybody on watching. Watch this to the very end because Perry, this is Oscar
Go to
worthy.
jail, you crooked son of a bitch. You're going to fucking jail. You fucking cocksucking piece of shit. You're going to jail, you piece of shit. Bullshit lie of a tattoo off on or smashing CDs. You're not touching my goddamn CDs. I love my music. You fucking whore. You motherfucking whore. Get off of my screen for life.
This ain't the Oscar-winning performance, but I got it coming up because I know it's on here because I watched it earlier. I'll get you that Oscar-winning performance as promised. That's just his regular you're going to jail thing. Oh, Dio Brando. Now, we got Terry Nee, and we have Sight Clyde, and we have Dang Lizard, and so many creative people in our community. Well, Dio Brando is a creative guy in their community. He did this scary picture called Bathing with Perry. That is scary.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, bro, you look like a fucking creep. Look at you in there. Dio Brando did it up right. Okay. Oh, now this is... All of a sudden, Perry, you know, he was he was a Jehovah Witness, or was he, that Javaho shit. And last night, he had a little bit of a Javaho slip of tongue, kind of, last night. Let's hear kind of how Perry was disparaging it last night.
Oh, my gay God.
He said, oh, my gay God, Bobby Nick, and people jumped all over that about, you talking about your Jehovah God and all that stuff? So let's hear this. Yeah, he said,
oh, my gay God. No. There's no such thing as a gay God.
He called himself.
Well, that might be your God. The gay God.
Oh, my God is not gay, moron.
Oh, I heard differently. Anyway,
so, yep. That came out last night, and they were retreating, and Bob was on this morning. Now, the boat is back. He has to keep the boat in the room, I think, at least until 6/26. I'm not sure of the cutoff date. But, yes, the fun with the boat is back. Let's see Adam Perry having fun with the boat.
3, 2,
You're doing what to me tomorrow, motherfucker?
Sit your fat ass down.
Oh, this is it. This is the Academy Award-winning performance right here because Perry was bopping and darting and doing all the stuff that Perry does, and Tom had finally had it. He's like, you better sit down. I'll add another hour. I'll add a penalty stream tomorrow on a day that we don't even stream. And when he threatened to add another hour and say you were going to do a stream tomorrow when we're not supposed to, this was Perry's reaction right here.
You're gonna kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll beat You're fucking dead to the day you fucking die.
Sit down right now.
Oh, here it is.
Sit down.
Dominic. Look, Elizabeth.
Piece of shit. Oh, there we
It's
go.
the big one.
It's the big one. 2.
You're doing what to me?
Look at this. Look at that sad acting at the end of it.
Sit your fat ass down.
You're gonna kiss my motherfucking ass. I'll beat your fucking death to the day you fucking die.
Sit down right now.
Oh,
sit down, you. Take your piece of shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's the big one.
You fake ass Perry. He is so phony. There you go. Uh-oh. Perry gets rear-ended in court. You can watch that now. Some Perry clips right there. He was talking about that last night, bringing up that story again. I have one more thing that I was going to share with you right here, and then we'll get on with more fun on the show, what we have left with the time we have remaining, because I have to stop at 3 o'clock right at the top of the hour on the dime so I can make an appointment I got later on. But now I will say with pride that I am a ShopVac level guy. I'm credenza. ShopVac is $4.99. I'm credenza $9.99. But I'm not part of the Patreon. But if you are part of the Patreon, or if you can just see this clip right here that we have, this is what Tom deals with 24/7, dealing with Perry, like taking care of him. So let's play this. This is the phone call about the maintenance matters, about the putting $900, I believe, in what book value is an $800 car.
Every car on the road needs maintenance.
Yeah, Perry, again, you are going to spend today more money than the car is worth.
The car is worth.
Bob, they said the car's book value is like $800, I think, for this 92 or 90, whatever 90-some Corolla he has.
Yeah.
And he's about to put another $900 in it. And Tom does some of the math with him.
A good 20 to 50, if not $100,000 easily.
Oh, really?
Me.
Okay.
He thinks that car's worth $100 grand to him.
It drives healthy, it drives safe, and it drives good. Yeah.
Okay.
You dumb son of a bitch. Keep this car running for the rest of my fucking life. You're goddamn right.
Over the past 2 years and change, you have spent $6,000 on a 25-year-old car. Now it's
6 G's, Bob. He's about to drop another. It's 7. He's up to 7. That's just what Tom is tracking without the insurance. Plus he has full coverage on the car. Terry Nee. He says it's a classic car. Yeah, historic tags, right? Yeah, and it was only worth like $800 book value, but he's paying full coverage for auto insurance for theft and everything, and that's even more than the book value. So he's paying more than the book value in insurance every year, and he's dumping more than the book value in repairs.
$900, almost $7,000. With that money,
and I'm still going to take care of it for the next 100 years.
I know, Barry, but you know, for my own sanity.
If I sell this car this year and get a nice new 4Runner, I'll get a nice new 4Runner. But this car is not for
you could have already had that.
I have a nice new 4Runner.
Okay, Perry, please, for my own sanity, just let me get my thought out.
You don't have any sanity. You're completely
No, I don't.
stupid.
Not anymore.
With my knowledge. And what I do. With
oh, my God.
automobiles.
How can I talk to this guy?
Every car.
You can talk to this guy. That's the whole point, Tom B. But good on you for trying. And I'll remind my Perry fans that they're, let's see, today is Tuesday. There won't be a Wednesday show. They're doing yet another Thursday show. And then I think they said next week they'll be back on their kind of regular schedule. So there you go, folks. That's kind of what I had for you today. Mandy Diff is having fun with the Perry emojis. And I see many of you in the chat. And I know I'll see you again next time we watch Perry. But that was our little afternoon Perry Talk.
Perry Talk. Perry Talk, Talk, Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk, Perry Talk.
There we go, folks. That's Perry Talk. That's fun. This is what we like to do every day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 3 on the East Coast time. I'm going to be ending right at 3 today. Hey, let's have a little fun. Let's pause for the calls with about 15 minutes to go on the show. And let me feature something like I showed you. Dio Brando had that fun picture because he has talented people in his community. And I will put my talented people in my community up against yours with Chris Popke with this. He gave us this little gem right here. Because on 626, Perry says everything is not allowed. I say not allowed.
Not allowed.
It's not allowed.
Not allowed. Not allowed. There'll never be allowed in my home. Ever, 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 ever allowed in that door or that door. You're not allowed here. I know what you're saying. You can kiss my motherfucking ass. You fucking understand me? You're not fucking allowed here ever again! You son of a bitch! You motherfucker! You son of a bitch! You motherfucker! You're not allowed here again! Fuck you!
Thank you for subscribing.
And just like Perry promised in that promo and what we saw on Twitter X, if you come on 626, he gonna call the police.
I'm never eating food from that door again! Fuck you!
He's not eating nothing from that door again, being at Perry's house.
My house. He's not allowed in my house. No one's allowed in my house. Unless I allow them in my house. Then if I allow them here, they're allowed my house. My house.
Then they're allowed.
Go to hell, Jagoff.
And there you have it, folks. That's our fun afternoon Perry Talk segment with some great songs. Those are all by Chris Popke, the talented Chris Popke. One day, his heart is just going to explode, says our friend Reenie. Well, how did you like that Oscar-winning clip there, Reenie? And, I must say that even though he fakes it on me so many times, Matt and my friends, I don't know, that one still got me a little bit, Bobby Nick. I'm thought, is this the one? He had me for a second. Wait, he dropped. Had me for a little second there. But there you go. All right, how about this, folks? It is 2:47 where I'm coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. How about everybody likes to see shit getting crushed, right? How about let's watch some crushing it videos? Yeah. Crushing it. I got videos of shit getting crushed in a hydraulic press. Who doesn't like that? Well, we finish up this episode of The Vibe on a Tuesday. It is the bastard son of Monday. So we're doing the best we can with it. I hope we made your Tuesday a little bit better. But let's watch this. These are satisfying. And hell, you can even grab something. I'm always saying it's always a good reason to pause for the cause and smoke. So smoke them if you got them. And let's watch Crushing It. Let's watch some stuff getting crushed here as we wind down this episode of The Vibe. And then I'll come back and have my boys do some plugs because it's No Filter Tuesday. And they're going to tell you where you can see them later on tonight.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Little squishy. Little squishy.
Bam.
I have another video. I'm going to say that I showed some of these before. I'm going to show you another video.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, coins.
Damn.
Lemonade.
Lemon.
That cool, refreshing drink. That's how they made the potato chips I had earlier.
Yeah, right.
How about a padlock?
Damn.
Put it a squishy. Yeah, it's a good time, Reenie.
Wow.
It's always a good reason to puff, right?
Tomatoes.
they made real paste out of that fool.
Oh. I don't even know what that is.
It looked like yarn.
Oh, yeah. Right.
I don't know what that is. That looked like just a metal box. I don't know what that is. Hey, Robert Pena checking in. As we're winding down this episode of The Vibe, I'm going to end right on time today, buddy. Because I got an appointment to keep. Some kind of candy. Poker chips.
Wow.
Ah, China. China. Sponges. 10-minute warning. Thanks, Terry Neat.
Oh, man. Oh, look at that. It's nothing coming out.
Looking for my Crushing It banner. There it is. Crushing It. Oh, damn. That even broke the plate at the bottom. A battery? I was afraid that would have exploded.
Yeah.
WD-40. One of the best. Another one of the best products in the world.
Oh, Rubik's Cube. Oh, it's gone.
Freeze-dried Skittles. Some Monster. Prime.
Oh, yeah.
You want bugs? You want bugs to be crushed? Hey, Bob, if I had a hydraulic press, I would be doing this too.
know, right?
Like if somebody said, here, you have access to this press, just whatever, go around and whatever you can find, just put it in and see how it crushes. Let's do it. Get behind a wall, put some glasses on or something.
Yeah. Stand back and let it happen.
I like that splitter one night when it got the coins and it just came down and this your muffler, fix it. That looks like a muffler. It's rare that the presses break. 9 minutes, says Mandy Diff. Ha. Terry Need, put Warrack in the crusher, says Not the Bees. He would too. He would too. Let's watch something real good get crushed. Then we're going to start doing our plugs. Play-Doh? No, I want something good. I want something epic. Come on. Nah, no squishy food. Come on. No fake food. We already saw Rubik's Cube. That's a repeat. Come on. Radio. This ain't bad. I'm liking it. I like what you did there. Yarn. I'm not impressed with the yarn. Thank you, Space Nerd. I love you guys. Another Rubik's Cube. You can't do that. I love doing this shit. I love watching silly videos with you. I love creating positive vibes. I like the huge grinders. They can. Oh, I got that too, Terry Nee.
Ooh, lit candles.
Lit candles. Sponges. They don't really do much. Ooh, matches. Matches.
There you go.
Come on, we need orange juice. Orange juice out of that food.
Down.
Oh, the toy, he tried to run away.
Yeah.
A thermos. That's pretty cool. Come on, I want a good one, Bob. Play-Doh. Come on, I'm gonna take another hit. Come on, I'm waiting for a good one.
Oh, a rock.
I'll accept that. That was fucking cool. A rock got crushed because we're crushing it. We're having it. We're doing it. This is the Vibe Stream Show 321, folks. I hope that we made your Tuesday just a little bit better than it might have been if you didn't hang out with us. Hey, Andrew, why don't you give some last words, buddy, and tell the people where they can find you on a Tuesday night?
Andrew the Giant 96 on YouTube.
Andrew the Giant 96 on YouTube. Yes, what else? Tonight is Tuesday.
The Hollywood guy on Twitter.
Yes, the horny wheelchair guy on Twitter X is a real thing. What else, Andrew? There's Tuesday.
Viewer discretion is advised on that.
That's a great, bro. That is the best thing you've ever done. Viewer discretion is absolutely advised when we're talking about Andrew and the horny wheelchair guy, Twitter X, Andrew. But it is Tuesday, buddy. So, wait a minute. Speaking of that horny wheelchair, here we go. Where is that? That's the graphic, Andrew. I got the graphic. I got a couple things. We'll have to do sexy time with that horny wheelchair guy.
Mama,
Andrew's dying to bring this back.
Where the fuck have you been, Joe Mama?
Joe Mama. Well, there you go. So, what, Andrew, let's see. The horny wheelchair guy is my favorite, says Matt checking in. So many factories were running in my hair. Oh, go on now. Josh Husserman checked in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel and says, seeing Andrew smile makes my day. Well, your day, consider your day made, Josh Husserman. And thanks for checking in on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. We're winding down this episode of my show called BF Live The Vibe 321, where I hang out with my bros Monday through Friday for 3 hours and create positive vibes. And then Andrew co-streams it on his channel. 5-minute countdown. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome chat family. Let's see. Love, it reminds me of my old job. You love it, says the Crusher. There we go. Factories, we got all those. Rini said, just seeing Andrew smile makes my day. We're getting caught up. It's Terry. There we go. Good times when I set it up right. Been for many years. Well, there you go, folks. All right, so what Andrew failed to tell you, and what I will let Bobby Nick fill in the details on, is that it is Tuesday. And on Tuesday is a special day in Andrew's world because it's No Filter Tuesdays. Bobby Nick's going to tell you about that show and at least the shows he's going to do later that he knows about. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah. I mean, just check out my channel at Bobby Nick 1978. Go subscribe over there. Lots of fun shows. We got the afternoon chill coming up today. then later on tonight, we got Late Night with Bobby Nick at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. But there's another show that we're doing on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Something called No Filter, guys. So go subscribe over there if you haven't already. That starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. So check it out.
There you go. No Filter. And every hour after that, you will see Bobby Nick on the YouTubes if you turn it on your phone.
Oh, yeah. And I also, tomorrow, I will also be in the lounge.
Wednesday.
Yes, because it is Wednesday. That's 3:30 p.m. Eastern. I start on YouTube at Bobby Nick 1978. Move over to my Rumble. But yeah, for the low price of $1, you can see your music video request on my show. So get over to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show. It's right under my name. And it's in the chat.
So get your singles all ready for tomorrow night because it is a bargain. Go over there for $1 a song. And hell, even if you don't have $1, so many great, generous people will say, give my extra $1 to this one or that one. So hang out in the great community tomorrow after BF Live The Vibe. That is The Lounge with Bobby Nick. And yes, all of Bobby Nick's and all of these shows we talk about, Andrew the Giant 96, Andrew the Giant on No Filter, all of these things have been running throughout the entirety of the show, folks. All right, well, as I like to say, I'm spent, folks, at 2:57 on the East Coast of the United States. I hope you all had a great day. Tuesday's kind of like my in-between day. I'll just be in some of the chats lurking, but I'm always working very hard to create 3 hours of live content that I can bring you here Monday through Friday. So for my great bros that join me every day, Andrew the Giant from Florida, Bobby Nick from up in the Great White North, and Scott, I know you would be here if you could have been today, but Scott always joins us whenever he can. Thank you, brother, for always being a bro. And to the chat family, I wouldn't be nothing without you. Peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And it's not bye, folks. It's just bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace and love. We're out. Bye for now.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
End of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Pata pata, pata pata, pata pata, pata pata, pata pata, pata pata,